and gentlemen, now the moment you've all been waiting for.
You are now listening to the sounds of...
You walk into this room at your own risk.
There's something going on here we've got to take immediate advantage of.
You're lucky to be here. Thank you, sir. Time is a precious thing. Never waste.
Accept it as a gift.
Not a future that will be, but one that might be.
We was on the road to destruction from the beginning.
Your kind is headed for extinction.
I don't give up. It's over. Everything starts from now.
And we have returned once again, Milkcrates and motherfucking microphones, back on a Friday night, back in the studio, and back on YouTube for your viewing pleasure. I am B-Sick Wonder Rhyme, Mr. Brandon F-Bomb Fry. With me as always, it's going to be a great night. We got a great guest, somebody that we've been looking forward to having a conversation with for a long time. I know I say that all the time, but I think this is another one of those times where I really mean it, because it's somebody that we have just discovered recently. So it's very exciting to talk to. But before we talk to him, we're going to talk to the man on the left of us. You know who he is. He's been in that seat from now to infinity. He used to be JS3. He used to be Triple Sig. He used to be Uncle Sigo. He used to be Sig19. And now we know Matt Sig Justice.
Yo, what's good? Hey, it's Friday, and we're back for a TGIF exclusive, and I'm feeling excited because it's feeling fresh again. It's Friday, we're back on the regular day, yes. And the weekend's just starting. Milk people, thank you for tuning in.
Hell yeah. Thank you very much for tuning in. We're going to be talking, I know we've said it a few times, but let's just release it now. We'll be talking to strange, famous label mate, somebody who we've seen on some Sage Francis stuff, and somebody that we've played a bunch of times on this podcast. I'm talking about the one and only Oldboy Rhymes.
Hell yeah.
So we're very excited for that interview. That'll be coming up in about 25 minutes.
Oh, there you go.
The lyrical sharpshooter.
There you go.
With
I like
those.
that.
Careful with those, throwing those around.
Those double entendres you're throwing off.
But before we do any of that, you know what we do? We got to get into some of the OG shit that we do around here. Podcast has been going on for a long time, so we can't neglect the stuff that has got us here. And one of the things that has brought us to the table is a segment we like to call This Week in Motha Fuckin.
Tell them.
Hip hop.
Are we gonna do the
Hip
hop?
My favorite part is in post I always cut that shit out.
There you go.
Hip hop, man.
Yeah, this our boy over here. He's been on the show before. If you don't know who the fuck I'm talking about, it's our boy fucking Tony Simon, better known as Blockhead. You know, he's a New York local, beat maker, producer, worked with some of our favorite rappers, including your boy Aesop Rock. And if you don't know who that is, you might be fucking sleeping. He's been on in from the show. And if you don't know enough about him, please go back and tune in the catalog and take a deep dive. He's a great guy. He's had a fucking great conversation, very much to say. And he just dropped a fucking album. And the album just came out the other day. And I mean, it's called It's Only Midlife Crisis If Your Life Is Mid. Man, I mean, like, I wasn't expecting such a... I mean, he just dropped something within the last couple weeks.
Did you drop his name already, or did you call him just Tony?
No, Blockhead.
Okay,
I told him Tony Simon,
Uncle
a.k.a.
Tony.
Uncle Tony, a.k.a. Mr. Blockhead. This album just dropped on the 21st.
Yo, and Blockhead's had one lustrous career.
Oh, yes.
Right? I mean, all of his albums that he drops are very consistently good.
Yes, Light in the Cave, or
Music by Cave Light.
Yeah, Music by Cave Light.
It's a classic.
There's stuff you could just put on and kind of just really zone out to, and I mean, he doesn't miss. And then if you feel like he does miss, maybe he's not for you. But I don't think he misses ever.
I don't think he does either.
That being said, go out there and listen to this album. It's only a midlife crisis if your life is mid. Off the album, I mean, it's completely brand new. So let's just go ahead and do The War on Hugs.
Hell yeah,
man. Fuck it. I mean, I'm not 100% on this. I've only listened to about, I would say, 6 out of the. I would say
6 out of the 6.
I would say 4 out of the 6. I mean, I've got into. I just listened to it about 2 days ago.
It's an EP.
Yeah, it's an EP. It literally dropped 2 days ago.
Yeah.
That's it. Wait a second.
Yep.
That's it. That's the cover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a toilet.
Yeah, toilet. Urinal.
All right, here it is off the new album.
It's a urinal to be
Blockhead.
precise.
The War on Hugs. What's the album called?
It's only a midlife crisis if your life is mid.
Oh yeah, it's written right there on the wall.
Is it on the wall there? Oh, it is. Nice.
of the best producers out right now.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I like that little string.
Oh yeah.
So dope. Hell yeah.
You hear someone?
Sounds like someone's making beats on a desk too.
Yeah, it's
Hear that?
upsetting, bro. Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm digging it. This is almost like a mix between music by Cave Light and the music scene.
It's got real like transcending vibes, like a real like I don't know, rainforesty kinda. I don't know how to explain it. Like it could be raining and you're chilling.
I mean, I feel like I'm in the candlelight. Maybe in the Orient.
I get like
God, I don't think you can say that.
Some people are doing. Yeah, why not?
I think that word might be.
Words are loud.
I don't think that word might be allowed anymore.
You offended somebody.
The Far East.
Just get ahead of it and say sorry.
I'm
Take out the
overseas.
chin already.
I'm watching Jackie Chan doing some
Jesus.
karate. What do you
Double
mean?
down on it?
Tell me.
Double
tell
down?
Me,
What the fuck?
Tell me you can't imagine like Karate Kid like, doing some.
Yeah, some Far East Wu-Tang.
Some warm up to this, bro.
I watched Ninja Turtles last night, as a matter of fact, part 2. Ooh, it's like a Kung Fu movie.
Is that your favorite one?
Yes, it's Return
All
of
right,
News.
that's-
Secret News is sick.
The War on Hugs.
If you're not out there and you're sleeping, go ahead and check out Blockhead. That's that brand new album. If it's only
One of the best.
midlife
One of the
crisis
best
if your life
producers
is
to
big.
do it, dude.
Seriously, I don't even know if you can call him underrated because he's very made his
Yeah.
he's made
Appreciate
his
it.
stamp in hip hop. But a lot of I think a new crowd, also new listeners are discovering Blockhead. They haven't always listened to him.
Yeah, because I think one of the old school like underground MCs that has transcended generations is Aesop Rock, and so people are younger kids are fans, a big fan. Obviously,
Yeah.
we saw that
Right.
the huge Aesop army, and so they're gonna dive into what Blockhead has made, and all of a sudden they're gonna hear that and be like, "Who's this?" And then they're gonna go on
Right.
their little
Oh, yeah.
Blockhead journey.
Oh, yeah.
So he's definitely is garnered. He's one of that attention from the newer generation, where I think a lot of the old school heads don't really transition or translate over to the new cats, the new heads.
For sure. And when we talked to him last, he was just getting his second album, I believe, was being put out on Backwoods Studios.
Backwoods.
Billy Woods's.
And just in case YouTube doesn't
Label.
know, this is our buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't even try to come at us sideways with this music left corporation. This our buddy.
Good guy. We need to
Yeah,
get.
don't
we
shut
need
us
to get him
down.
back.
Don't shut us down.
We
He
can
says
do
it's
nothing.
okay. He says it's okay.
We need to
We
get
know
him back.
Tony personally. Look in the archives. Tony always gives us the A-OK. So shout out to Tony. We're out
the
there
guy.
for you.
Tony's
Holding
the
it down.
guy.
Tony's the man.
Double,
Stamp
double,
that
double.
for Tony.
Double stamp for that.
Shout out Blockhead.
Shout out to Outkast. We were talking about them last podcast, but they have been nominated finally for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Ooh, nice. They deserve it. They
Very
deserve it.
well deserved to go into the Hall of Fame. And some people wonder why it's called the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame still. But, you know.
Well, I mean, it
It's
is
the
what it is,
music
right?
hall.
It's just a
it's
music hall of
basically
fame.
the
yeah.
music hall of fame at this
Music Hall
point.
of Fame. Outkast, I mean, they should be getting inducted, right?
Who do you think should be in there that isn't?
I mean,
Black Star.
I don't know how long you have to be in the game before you are nominated.
I don't know. I mean, Rolling Stones just. I mean, not Rolling Stones.
Like
Who was it? That
Wu-Tang Clan, right?
I think there's another like a good
Beastie
rock.
Boys are in there,
Isn't it like a rock group?
but
that
they
is
were
in there?
rock too. They were both. They kind of were rock hip hop. So.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
And Run DMC, I guarantee, is in there.
I mean, there's tons of
Yeah.
rock groups who probably
I think
aren't in there yet. that
Aerosmith.
should be,
Aerosmith
right?
is I think one of these bands that's like a huge band.
I
barely
think
got,
this
barely
is a
got put
subject
in
we
there,
probably should
you
not
know?
be talking about. 'cause
I don't
we
know anything
have
about rock and
nothing
roll,
about
nothing.
the Rock and Roll Hall of
But
Fame.
what I'm saying is, yeah, I mean, they should just change the name to Music Hall of Fame or type of lyrical hall of not lyrical, but
What would you call it?
acoustical Hall of Fame.
acoustical.
Not acoustical, but a lyrical.
Was it
No,
music?
like it's musical. What else? What is a good name
What
for
was it?
musical?
Urban,
you know?
urban.
No.
What would be another good name for musical without just being so goddamn obvious? Like without.
Just call it the Hall
Well, make
of
it
Fame.
sound famous. Make it sound not famous, but make it sound like not so.
The Sound of Fame.
There you go. The Sound of
The
Fame,
Sound
baby.
of Fame.
The Sound of Fame.
Sound of Fame. I like that. I could do that.
Yeah,
I could do that.
it's just
All
people
right.
that make beautiful sounds.
The Sound of Fame. I like that. Yeah, I mean, they should be just inducted
what I'm
into the
saying?
Sound of Fame.
They just making beautiful sounds.
I
out
mean,
here.
along with Outkast, this year nominated Cyndi Lauper She's a legend. Was
WWE legend.
80s music?
WWE legend as well.
Is that 80s music, Cyndi Lauper?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
She's the one who did the Goonie songs?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Good enough.
Yep.
For me, it's
I don't know. It's something like that. It sounds just like that, actually.
good enough.
If I think about it, yeah.
For me, it's good enough.
Yeah, they're riding the bikes.
Good enough for me. Oh,
I can see it. I can see it.
Some shit like that.
Billy
see it. I don't
Billy
know
Idol.
Oh, who-
Billy Idol.
Billy Idol.
Dancing with myself.
Billy Idol's just getting in.
He barely got in. They barely snuck him in finally.
Nah, he's a
Snuck
legend.
him through the back door.
Yeah, had to let him in the back.
Best thing he ever did was Wedding Singers on the plane.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was the best thing he's ever done, but that was dope that he was in that movie.
Most
Yeah.
memorable
The whole
thing he's done. That's for sure. Come on now. He killed it in that movie.
Out of my way, Billy.
Yeah, that one with the drink cart?
Fucks him up.
Sick. Out of my way, Billy.
I'm anticipating the release date for this new Happy Gilmore 2. They have shown now that Bad Bunny, we know he's going to be in it.
His
but
caddy, right?
He is going to be his caddy, which is an interesting
What's he dressed
role
like?
for him.
Normal or
kinda
a
like
wig or nothing crazy?
I don't know if you want to say dorky, but kind of like a...
No crazy hair, nothing with the mustache.
No, he's kind of got this little small
Okay.
little fro going, I guess you could say.
I think it'll be decent. I mean, you can't go into it thinking you're gonna fucking watch
No.
an Academy Award-winning movie.
Well, no, but I
you're
mean,
gonna
just
gonna
do it
watch
justice.
A bad
Just
movie.
do it justice.
Go into it with just go into it with the mindset that it's gonna suck, and you're gonna come out probably happy.
Just
Hold
do his
on.
justice. Do his justice. Is all I can say.
I'm just saying, go in
Sandler,
with the
do his
mindset
justice.
that it's gonna suck,
Let's
and you're
see.
gonna
Okay.
come out happy.
So the original Happy...
If you go in with the mindset that it's gonna be awesome, you're gonna come out disappointed. If you want to come out happy, go in thinking this is gonna suck, and then you're gonna go,
True.
well, that wasn't that bad. True. That was good. I like that movie.
Have low
I hear ya.
expectations, but the original Happy Gilmore. This is why it needs to match up a little bit. I mean, 61% by the critics on Rotten Tomatoes, 85% by the audience. I mean, it had great scores. So I mean,
But a lot of his movies
But it was also
get torn apart on Rotten
no,
Tomatoes. A lot of his movies do though. But it's just a movie you love. You
Happy
just know
Gilmore-
Sandler movie, you like it. They make
Happy
you happy.
Gilmore was also one of those ones that I don't think did great in the box office and was way better on tape. You know what I mean? Like became a cult classic
for
off
sure.
of tape.
Oh yeah.
and it's one of my most watched movies out of any movie.
Out of the
Happy
Sandler
Gilmore?
flicks.
Happy Gilmore.
Out of,
Really?
out of
I've
the,
seen it a lot.
out of the Sandler flicks.
Out of the Sandler flicks, you think
Probably
it's the
so.
most watched one?
Yeah.
Mine is probably either
price
Billy
is
Madison
wrong,
or
Bobby.
Big Daddy. For me, I like Big Daddy. I like fucking Billy
I
Madison.
like Big
You
Daddy.
know what?
but
Mine
it's
is
not-
probably Happy Gilmore or
Gilmore's good.
Waterboy.
Waterboy's kill. I just watched Waterboy like a month ago. It's killer. It's killer.
Waterboy's great, but I don't know if it did as well with the reviews.
I'm excited
Mama
for
wrong
Happy
again.
Gilmore because Mama wrong.
Mama wrong.
Yeah, the critics didn't like it. The Wedding Singer got a lot better reviews.
Got the review.
That's a good one.
Critics-
That one's good too, though.
Critics and the audience.
I'm excited.
a good
Happy Gilmore 2 is directed by Kyle Neuchet.
And
So
yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Who's that?
I'm kind of excited about seeing that.
Who's
Carl.
Kyle?
Workaholics.
Carl from
okay,
Workaholics.
okay.
Yeah.
So
The guy with the rape van.
yeah, great. It's a great van.
It's a great van.
Then it was a
It was a rap van. First it was a rap van, but we'll put G in front of it, or we'll put an E at the end of it because no one's gonna want to get it with no locks. There's no locks in the
Then it was a
van.
great van.
Yeah.
Then it was like a massage van,
Yeah.
and a fucking candy van.
You have all the rap equipment inside of the van, and you put rap van on the side of it. The stuff bolts tied up. There's no locks on the van.
The Wu-Tang Clan has announced their final tour ever.
Wow.
Ever?
Surprised that they're
as
all,
a clan.
I
or-
thought they were beefing. No.
They've been beefing off and on, but they have just announced that every single member will be together on this tour. It's the last hurrah.
How many tour dates?
A lot.
Oh yeah. How far do you think it goes? I'm giving it 6 shows.
6 shows.
Before it's
Jesus.
over.
3.
No.
I give him 3.
I think they've gotten together. They're also touring along with Run the Jewels. It's a great combo.
Okay.
Of,
Of
Have you ever
hip-hop?
seen that documentary?
High energy hip hop too.
For sure.
Have you ever seen the documentary where
Before-
where Tribe Called Quest goes? They do one last run.
Yeah.
And they've been
And I
beefing
was-
hella long,
yeah.
and then they get on and they do good for a few shows, and then all of a sudden they just start beefing hella hard again, and they could barely be on stage with. Like that shit's so sad as a fan that you wish that they don't even ever get back together before that. Like I would have rather not had seen that and just thought in my head that they were cool.
They're
You know what I
cool.
mean?
Yeah, it's over.
But then
They're
you
chill.
see it and you see them beefing and you see them yelling at each other and hating each other,
Yeah.
and you're like, man, that like ruins the entire
Yeah,
vibe
the image.
for Phife Dog and for Q-Tip. It's like
for sure.
you look at them and you're like, oh, they're best friends, and now
They hate each other.
on my mind, all I think about is that documentary, and I think that they hate each other.
Well, I'll tell
so-
you this.
He threw the mic at him. He threw the whole mic at him.
I can say that I got to witness the reunion of A Tribe Called Quest 2008.
Did they fight?
Rock the Bells. No.
Oh, okay.
One of the best shows ever.
For real?
They closed it out so dope, man.
Damn.
And I witnessed
All the
that.
hits? All the hits?
Reunion. I mean, that was a long time waiting. All the hits.
Damn.
All the hits.
On that note,
Yeah.
Bone Thugs and Harmony is just getting back together in the studio.
I
They're
see
all
that.
together. They're all.
I see that.
What's his name? I don't want to just put him out there.
Hit all the-
but he's all
hit all-
clean. He's
hit-
clean. He's clean. Busy's clean.
Give me all the thugs.
It's you got Lazy
We've
Bone,
tried
Busy
this before.
Bone.
We've done this.
Okay, Lazy Bone, Busy Bone, fucking Doggy
Busy.
Bone, Doggy Bone, and
There's
Bone
only
to
five
Bone.
bones. 5 bones.
Oh, damn it.
Five bones.
Okay, we got
busy.
Busy, Lazy, fucking Wish. We got fucking Hold on.
more.
Funny Bone.
No, that's the
Damn,
boner.
Unofficial. Bone to Bone.
Unofficial
Who
member.
the last two? Give
Come on,
the last.
you can't forget about Crazy Bone.
I got Crazy in there. Crazy in there.
No,
No,
you
you
didn't.
didn't.
I
say
said
Crazy.
Lazy,
Crazy.
Lazy, Crazy, Busy. Oh, and
Wish.
and Wish.
And
I can't the last one.
What is it?
I think people sadly will forget about him a little bit. Flesh and Bone.
Flesh and
That's
Bone.
the dick bone.
Yeah, that's the dick bone. That's Bone to Bone right there.
Bone to bone.
Because
Hey.
he has a little more to his name.
Have
know?
you
Flesh and
heard
Bone.
the
Yeah,
album?
yeah, yeah.
Not the snippets that they're releasing though.
I saw
Hard?
the
Sounds
snippets.
just
They're
like
dope.
them.
Yeah.
Sounds just like.
I
Them.
mean,
they
you
That's
haven't
what we
missed a
want.
step. They
That's
haven't
what we
missed a
want.
step.
Come back and just play the hits. Like,
Yes.
do what you were doing.
Yeah.
That's
They
hard to do. That's
haven't
easier
missed
said
a
than
step.
done. But like,
Right.
to be able to come back and just step back in the studio and just pick
Yeah.
up where you left
Oh,
off.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
For fans, that's awesome.
Well, it's also
yeah.
Haven't missed
it's
a step.
interesting how now they're signed to Greenback Records, which is owned by Conor McGregor, and he is kind of the reason why
That's
they're
dope.
back.
Connor was a fucking Bone Thugs fan.
They're back in the studio because I mean, how much is Connor
Oh,
paying,
that fool
paying these
just
guys?
yacked out on a
Come
Ferrari
The crazy
yacht.
thing is, they say
listening to
they say Cypress Hill and Bone Thugs are huge over there.
where
In Ireland,
I'm
huge.
sure they're huge
Cypress Hill,
everywhere
but I mean,
around the
like
world.
huge over
They
there.
gotta
Like
be.
they love that shit over
They're
there.
prominent.
They love that hip hop West Coast smoky weed fucking
Did
1992
you see that
music.
fool?
They like that shit
You
over
see,
there.
Conor McGregor was pulled up to the Monaco Grand Prix in his fucking yacht, parked on the fucking street. Basically, had a front row seat to the fucking Grand Prix in his yacht. Was all coked out by himself, just sitting
On
there.
the water, just
yeah,
chilling in
fucking
his
shadow
boat.
boxing and
What
shit,
a
bro.
boss, dude! That fool
Then
runs the world
He had
right
Louis
now.
Vuitton fucking sent to him. He had like bags and shit sent to him. He's sitting there. He
Damn.
went up there, fucking was looking at him and shit, throwing him to the side.
What a life!
He's such a
huh?
G,
That
bro.
fool's
Living the
killing it.
life, bro.
Killing it, bro. Killing it.
Yeah.
You can't go any wrong. He's killing it.
Cool.
Shout out to
McGregor's killing it, bro. Shout out to McGregor.
yeah.
I
No,
mean,
well, I was
We're
gonna say
looking for a
shout
sponsor,
out.
McGregor. Shout out McGregor.
I was gonna say shout out Bone Thugs, but yeah, shout out McGregor
Shout
too,
out
for
Bone
bringing
Thugs,
Bone
for
Thugs
sure.
back.
You brought him back, bro. From the let's say you brought him back from Flesh and Bone.
McGregor's made some sketchy moves in his career.
Decisions or moves?
Decisions.
Okay.
Yeah, he
or
beat up an
moves.
old man for not drinking
He-
proper 12.
He-
That was a
he-
bad idea.
He injured a lady by throwing. What do you throw? A walker or
Yep.
something weird? Like what do you throw into
He just made
a wheelchair?
Roadhouse too. And
Listen,
funny
that
decision.
was a bad
funny
decision.
Bad decision. Bad decision.
Hey,
But
listen,
He's
all
made
in
some
all,
bad
all in all.
decisions.
Not saying he's a fucking angel, but
But he's fighting what's his name in a bare knuckle,
Is
right?
that? Oh, hold on. Are you talking about the Pauls?
No,
On
he's
the Pauls?
I think he's gonna do a bare knuckle, isn't he?
no.
Oh no, he's doing a boxing match again. No, not against the Paul. Somebody else now. He's fighting somebody else. I thought. I could have swore I just heard the other day.
Oh,
It's like a
Can-
serious.
Canelo?
Yeah, it's like a serious
Is it-
deal
is it
now.
Canelo?
It's one of the. It's a legit
Or is that,
boxing.
no, it's Paul and Canelo. So who's McGregor fighting?
I'm not gonna. And then I heard he's setting up for Diaz too. He's gonna set up for Diaz 3. They're gonna finish that out too. That's
Where they
for UFC. They're gonna do
they
Diaz
can't go to
3.
UFC. Diaz don't fucking fuck with
Or
UFC no more.
something like that. Let me look it up right now.
I
McGregor.
don't see any
McGregor boxing match coming up.
updates here.
Let me see.
People are saying there's doubts for a UFC return.
Holy fuck.
Michael Chandler.
Let's see here. Yeah, Michael Chandler. That's who he's supposed to fight. January 8th, McGregor seen a boxing match. No, Michael Chandler. No, he's gonna fight Logan Paul. I don't know. I heard he's boxing though, but I heard he's gonna come back and
The
box.
Michael
Is it
Chandler-
worth it? Is
the-
it worth watching?
No,
though?
Michael Chandler just saying he's not. He's
The Michael
betting he
Chandler
doesn't
fight has
return.
been on schedule twice and has been called off twice.
Well, regardless, does he box? You think he's gonna do good in boxing? Is he gonna humiliate himself? Is it one of those? Is
Who?
it another setup for
McGregor?
McGregor to fight Paul's? Is that a setup? Is it
mean-
another? Is it another
Hold
cash
on,
grab?
It looks like he'd be fighting Patty Pimblett.
Batty
that-
the Batty?
Patty the Batty.
Who's fighting Patty the
potentially.
Batty?
They're saying
McGregor?
McGregor in April.
And Patty?
UFC.
Patty's gonna beat him.
314.
Patty's gonna beat his ass.
No.
If Patty the Batty beats his ass, bro,
314.
he's washed
hold
after
on.
that.
Okay.
McGregor's washed after
Well,
that.
according to this, it's Chandler and Patty. So maybe I don't know.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. Let
Okay.
me ask you this though:
Speculation.
Does McGregor come back and is he still worth fighting, or is it hard to wake up on silk
Nah, it's
sheets
hard.
and go fucking box?
He's been gone for a minute, and it's hard to. They got Volkanovski and Lopez for the main.
To be honest, I feel like UFC's been a sleeper lately too. Nothing's really been exciting lately. I don't know what it is about anything lately, but podcasts aren't doing it for me. It's the same old guests on everybody's podcast recycled.
I'll tell you what that is.
What is it?
Low test, my friend. You got that
That's
low
not
test.
it. I'm in the gym every day. Low test? No
That
way.
doesn't mean people go to the gym every day on low test.
No low test, baby.
I miss
got energy like a motherfucker. That's not it at all.
We'll,
I just
we'll
feel
pump that test out.
I just
give
feel
you a nice
like
little shot.
Oh, I would love that. I just feel like a lot of people have done. I've heard it. You know.
UFC is not in their prime, right?
Yeah,
What
it's
you
like
say
they don't have a
they were
star.
in their prime.
They're starving for a star.
Some years
right?
back. I mean, they were in the prime when they came out with that brand new video game, right? Like, they had a lot of people.
Yes or no, though? Are they starving for a star or not? Who's their big star right now? Who are you going to say right now? Who you putting your money on like
I don't
that's the
know.
guy?
I don't
Who's
know.
the fucking guy?
Yeah.
They don't have a guy right now. You know what? You know what else I was thinking the other day?
Let me hear it.
My daughter asked me if you had 3 wishes, what would they be? Give me 3 real quick.
We've done this before.
Now I got a new outlook on my 3
Can
wishes.
I wish for nonstop wishes?
Nope. Give it simples. I got 3. You want to hear mine?
Yeah.
Mine is my first one is my whole family. That's my immediate family. Great health for the rest of our lives. Great health. Second one, 350 million. The third wish, I pocket it
Wait. Why did you stop at 350?
because I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to be humble. Okay, be humble. 350 million. Why not? I don't need very much more. I'm only. Come on.
But
Be
why?
humble.
Why wouldn't you do 350 billion?
Because I don't need it that much. All right, I'm fucking 350 billion. It doesn't matter. The money. Okay, 500 million. Doesn't matter. What I'm saying is, after that, I pocket the third wish. Pocket it. Save it for if something bad happens. I wish it didn't happen. Say your kid got hit by a car. You pocket that third wish. You pull it out.
Oh,
Boom.
man. But you that thing would be burning a hole in your pocket. And
Nah.
the first like
Now
little
when
thing,
you got the cash.
the first
now
little
when you got
fucking
the bread.
thing, the first little thing, you'd be
Now
like,
when you got the
all right, fuck
bread.
it, I wish.
Now when you got the bread, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Wouldn't you pocket the third wish just in case like something happened to your kid, like say tragic accident, and God forbid, you could wish it didn't happen. You pocket the wish. It could be 20 years down the road.
Okay, but why
That's
can't you,
my new
can you make
persona.
that wish in the beginning? Can you just be like, I wish nothing ever happens bad to my kid?
Yeah, but then again, I mean that's what you're putting the health in them for. Right off the bat, you're wishing good health.
So then what are you pocketing it for again?
You're pocketing in case something tragic happens. Anything could happen. Tragic accident. Give me 3 now. Give me 3 without pocketing the third one, like I said.
Okay, unlimited money, nonstop.
Okay.
It just never stops.
How about a never-ending
stops.
never-ending $100 bill out of every pocket of
It
pants?
just never
you got on?
stops. Every time I fucking go
Every
to
time
buy
your hand-
something,
100's pockets.
it's there. The money's there. No
perfect.
matter what it is I'm buying, the money's always
I
there.
like that. Okay, good. I like that. So there is no number. The numbers are
there's
X's.
no
Numbers
number.
are X's. Okay.
It's whatever. Whenever
Second
I go to buy
wish.
something,
Second
it's there.
wish.
That's it right there. Pocket the 2. I pocket 2.
You're pocketing 2?
I keep
You're a dirtbag. You have nothing for the family. Just never-ending cash. Jesus Christ. Nobody's health. Jesus, Sig, you're next. This guy's a dirtbag.
Then I got 2 wishes
Pocketing
in
2?
case anything ever happens to me. I'll be able to fucking wish my way out of
Jesus
it.
Christ. Not if you can't talk. Something happens to you. You got 2 pocket wishes like a dick. You just die on these guys. They don't know you got 2 pocket wishes. The cash is just there, but you got 2 pocket wishes. You're gone. Sig, next. Give me some wishes.
I mean, I want an abundance of money.
I don't need a bunch. I'm not greedy. Give
An
me
abundance.
350
No, I just want
million.
an abundance.
What's an abundance to you?
An abundance would be, give me $1 billion.
$1 billion?
He wants a
Give me
B. He
give
wants
me
a B.
give
A
me
B. Give the man a B. I live humble.
Give me a B. Wish number 2, I want to be a WWE superstar.
You want to be? Jeez, not your,
All
not your
right.
kids,
Hey,
just you, huh?
Make that a tag team, and I'll come be your partner.
There you go. You should make it where your family turn into a legacy. All your kids turn into them too. That should be your wish. Your dad carries on the
Yeah,
legacy,
the
and the
new
kids do
bloodline.
it too. Yeah, that'd be tight.
I
All
mean,
right.
I guess wish number 3 would be just
You pocket it.
perfect health. Perfect health and well-being.
For the family or just you?
You know, that would be great if you can, for myself
Yeah, for the
and
whole family. The whole family.
That would be awesome.
Cool. I like that. I like.
You
So
know?
you're a dirtbag. You pocket 2 wishes.
You know, just in
I
case.
like it. Okay.
You never know what might happen. You know
never
what I'm
know.
saying?
You never fucking know, dude. I like your
never
style.
know.
You never know.
No, I don't know. That's just hard shit to figure out.
I know we're in UFC or WrestleMania season, but look at the
Her
move.
Corona.
I mean,
I've seen this.
Did you guys see this?
I've seen
move?
this. Yeah.
On
This
the
is
big
a, this is
screen
old.
here.
Let me
I
see it,
think
let me see it.
somebody in the.
Check it out.
Oh, yeah,
Check
yeah,
it
I've seen
out.
this. This
I
is
mean,
legit.
What a take!
That's some Jackie Chan.
I don't-
That's Jackie Chan right there.
I don't like
Jet
to,
Li.
I don't like to be a disclaimer of information, but
You think it's
I'm pretty
fake?
sure somebody in the
No, I
list.
think that's a movie. That's for a movie.
God damn it, you guys can't let me talk.
Is it a movie?
Ever. When I'm
What
trying to
is it?
explain something.
Okay, give it
There's
to me.
people in the comments saying this was a training seminar.
Okay.
And they were doing like a training thing.
Okay. Maybe
And
so.
this fool was
Maybe so.
showing a demonstration on how you can take people down with some
I can
crazy
see it actually.
shit.
Well, thank you for breaking my heart. I don't think I just wanted it to be real, but now it's
That
not
might
real
make
anymore.
sense because the guy's wearing a yellow vest.
Yeah,
for some
I mean,
reason.
everybody
And
wears yellow
tell me why
vests.
he's surrounded by people with nothing in his hand, no weapon, and everyone's scared of him.
Is that Takamichinoku?
It might be.
What the fuck is Taka?
If anything, it's
Funaki.
Funaki.
One of the
It's Funaki.
Funaki and Takami, one of the best former WWE superstars.
Tanuki.
Funaki.
Yeah, Funaki.
They're the ones that cut
Takamichinoku.
Val Venus's dick off.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, choppy, pee.
That's what they say?
Yeah.
They said it like that? Choppy, choppy, pee pee?
Yeah, and then they had a big giant
terrible.
sausage with a knife. Like,
Terrible.
boom. And it's
It's crazy that it's racist even coming from them, like saying it in the accent they did, because I don't even think they had
Not
that
gonna lie.
bad of an accent.
This guy's tripled down on Oriental tonight. He's fucking
Yeah.
tripled,
Not a-
doubled. He's on him tonight.
because I call it the Orient. You can totally call it the Orient.
I don't think
It's
you
not
call
a-
it that anymore.
Vince used to have a tag team called the Orient.
I've been overseas. All right, it's a beautiful place.
It is.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah,
When you're overseas, do you try everything, or do you like kind of like trying to stick to your normals?
I didn't try enough.
No, but you know what I mean. Like when you go places, you're like, let me just try this random shit. Like it's what they said they recommend, or
tried-
do you kind of look at like, this looks like something I would already eat?
I'm not a sushi guy, but
neither,
I
me
tried the legit sushi in Japan.
Not a fan though, or did you eat it?
They had it. Have you ever seen it where it comes on a little
yeah.
conveyor belt in front of you and you kind of grab it?
You didn't go where the little guy's like right in front of you, and he's a little chubby guy with a little komodo on.
I
and
didn't eat
makes
any,
hella quick, turns around.
any blowfish like on John Wick or anything.
Did you like it though?
But it was okay. I'm not a huge sushi guy, but
I know. I get it.
I think we're about to get our guest shortly here.
Let's get him. On that note, are you a big sushi guy yourself? I'm not a fish guy. I'm not a fish guy.
not a
at all.
fish guy
I
at all.
hate fish, dude.
I don't hate. Yeah, I guess.
I
do.
hate fish,
guess
bro.
I
I'm
do.
not asking for it. I'm not asking for it. I'm not looking for it. So, on that note, then
Check.
maybe I'm not a fan of it.
I guess you're not.
You're not either, though.
I can stomach it though.
No, you could not. So you're telling me right now, if I was like, hey, let's go get a couple of beers and go to some sushi, you're gonna chill and be like, yeah, let me go to a California roll and this, so you know all these other rolls. You like that stuff?
California rolls are good.
No, but in general, like, you got rolls that you like.
Dragon roll,
What the hell is that?
spicy,
Tell me about it.
spicy tuna.
But tuna's I like I'll have what do you call it? Calamari tacos, deep fried calamari tacos. You like that? Pretty good,
Anything
dude.
deep fried is
yeah,
good.
it's good. It's really good. It tastes like chicken, so I'm down with that. Squid,
stomach
deep
it,
fried
though.
squid tacos, very good. Stuff like that is good, but I'm not a fan. of
Whenever
fish.
my wife loves sushi, so whenever sushi, whenever we go out, I'll just get chicken katsu.
What's
chicken
that?
katsu dinner.
What's that?
It's just chicken. It's like breaded fried chicken, and then you dip it in the sauce. It's fire.
It's not no cat or nothing, is it?
Yeah,
Chicken katsu, chicken
Maybe.
kata,
That's fine.
black daga soup.
What mama don't know, don't hurt her.
Jesus Christ. Mama don't know, don't hurt her stomach.
Straight up.
So like I'm saying.
Oh, awesome.
Even better. Here
Sweet.
we go.
We got our guest here joining us.
Hell yeah. Cheers to that.
Hell yeah.
You sound good?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hold on 1 second. Let me make a little adjustment.
I'm not honestly for a second I thought it was GSP. I thought it was GSP. We're talking to GSP tonight, just in case nobody knew. It's GSP. How are you? Good to see you, man. We're tuning in the sound right now. Give us just a second here. We're trying to get it all worked out.
Yeah, let's get the audio boosted a little.
Yeah, we're getting the audio. It's not you, it's us. It's on our end. We're working it out right now. Still a little low.
So you're just starting your day. I mean, kind of, sorta, over where you're from.
Yeah, man, late morning, and I have a young kid who was vomiting all night, so it was a pretty sleepless night.
Oh, yeah. I got two girls that I know that feeling. Those sleepless nights, man. Take them while you can get them.
Let's give this man an
Yeah,
introduction.
So joining us now, somebody that we've been very excited to talk to, somebody that we just recently discovered within the last year or two, us being big fans of Sage Francis and Strange Famous music. He is somebody that is under the label Strange Famous. We've played his music on here, we've talked him up, and now we have him here to talk for himself. Give it up for the one and only Oldboy Rhymes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, brother. Thank you for joining us. Oh, Strange Famous on the spot.
Yo, how's How's it going?
Good. Thank you so much for joining us on your Saturday morning or Friday night. How you doing tonight?
Good. Well, I'm, as I just told you a minute ago, a bit sleepless. Have a young kid who is puking all night long, and he's in the next room still vomiting in a trash can. So it's one of those days.
Well, that's horrible.
Going around.
Well,
hopefully
hopefully he feels better and get that out of the system. Sometimes for kids, it's not bad for them to get sick. It strengthens the immune system.
That's true.
Yo, old boy, we don't have to get into where you're located exactly now, but from what I've kind of researched and found out, you were born and raised in Alaska. Is that correct?
Wow.
Raised, kind of. So I was born in Anchorage, but I grew up outside of Anchorage, about an hour's drive in a really small area called Chugiak. And when I was 10, I actually moved to Jakarta. And it's a bit more of a longer story than that, in that my dad actually grew up in Southeast Asia. So when my dad was a baby, believe it or not, they took a boat from the U.S. Heading to Burma, and they got rerouted to Malaysia because my grandfather was a missionary. So 1960, my family moved to Southeast Asia. My dad basically lived on the edge of a jungle. My grandfather built a church in Malaysia, and then they moved to Singapore. And my dad went back to the States for university and whatnot, and he ended up getting a job up in Alaska, which is why I was born there. And he always wanted to go back abroad. So when I was 10, we moved to Jakarta, which is pretty much the polar opposite of Alaska, right? You go from desolate and quiet and tranquil and clean to pure chaos and pollution and smells and tropics and all of that.
Living in Alaska, were you living in an area where it's constantly sunlight for months on end, or were you in the normal area of Alaska or is that even a thing, or are they always doing that months where the sun doesn't go down? Is that I'm not familiar with Alaska.
Part, but yeah,
you know what I mean? Were you in an area like that?
Yeah, I don't think there is a normal area of Alaska. It's a pretty extreme.
Yeah.
So my brother was actually still living there until about 2 or 3 years ago. My older brother. Now he's back over in Asia. He got tired of the darkness and kind of the extreme Republicans that were surrounding him in his industry that he was dealing with. It wasn't good for his mental health. But I still have nephews up there. When I was a kid, we'd go into public school at 8:30 in the morning and it'd be dark. You come out at 2 p.m. It's dark. The winters are pretty hardcore, but on the flip side, during the summer, right, it's
cracking.
Yeah.
It's probably awesome sometimes. At night, it's probably the party just goes. You're like, what time is it? Who knows, man? It's just going.
You usually find a lot of areas like that have a lot of good artists and art come out of them because you're inside for so much of the time, and you have to find stuff to do with your time. Like you see a lot of northeast and northwestern artists that come from rough areas where the weather is bad for 6 months of the year, and you see that their art progresses. When did you start getting into music and start thinking that this is something that you wanted to do? Started rapping, and who were your influences to get you started?
Yeah, man. Well, first I'm going to plug a track. I have a new project coming out in a few months, and there's a song on there where we flip the perception of Alaska. Right? I spent a huge part of my life outside of the U.S. I'm still outside of the U.S., but growing up, still to this day, when I tell people I'm born in Alaska, it's like igloos and Eskimos and moose and fishing and salmon. It's like, so we have a song on there where we actually paint the true picture of Alaska, which is high teen pregnancy, high suicide rates, high drug addiction, people armed to the teeth. Like there's a lot of grit and craziness to that place. But when did I first start rapping? Well, I started taking it seriously maybe more in high school, but the very first time I ever tried to perform, I was in 2nd grade in Alaska, and me and 2 buddies signed up for a talent show. And we helped write the lyrics, but there was a main guy who was the vocalist, and me and my homie were pretty much just backing him up. Well, the main dude, his dad got arrested the day of the performance, so he didn't show up to school. And this is probably where I got my initial stage fright. They forced us on the stage anyway. We didn't know the lyrics. The curtain opens up. The entire fucking school is standing there. It's crickets, right? And I stepped on the mic. I said the first few words that I knew, and I just bolted off the stage. So I didn't try again until, maybe high school in Indonesia. And, back in that era, it was like really slow dial-up internet in Southeast Asia, and you couldn't get quick access to all the hip-hop you could in the States. And so it was almost more sacred in a sense. We would all dig, right? And our friends would come back from the States, and they'd bring Atmosphere, Sage Francis, or you name it, Rozelle, Mindclouders, all these guys. And we had a small subculture in our crew who were mainly kind of westernized kids who were growing up over there. And yeah, probably 15 or 16 is when I really just became enraptured with lyricism, you know? Like I couldn't go to sleep listening to hip hop because I would just fixate on the lyrics. And I've always been into the pen game side of things.
At that age, were you always Oldboy Rhymes, or were you young man Rhymes at that time?
Well, spiritually, I've basically been an old man most of my life, which is part of where the moniker comes from. At that point, though, my very first MC name in the crew I had with one of my homies who's now a very famous skater, my nickname was Faded Apostle, because when we were 15 and 16, this wasn't like growing up in the States. This is Southeast Asia. There's no rules. We're going to nightclubs, the most hardcore partying you can possibly imagine. And at the age of 15 or 16, the Faded Wasted Apostle kind of seemed like the right moniker.
That's a tight name. I actually like that name a lot. Faded Apostle. That's cool.
That's super hard. Yo, now the name Oldboy Rhymes, does that have any...
Movie, he gets kidnapped, essentially, right? He
For
gets
15 years.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't know why. And he's just kind of training and slugging away. And when he finally gets released, he's going to massacre everybody. And that's how I feel about my ability to string words together and my technical ability. I feel like most MCs I can massacre, and that's that's where the name came from.
I can see that. Your pen game is very sharp. That movie's gnarly, bro, especially when he cuts his own tongue off.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh, man.
Who's in it?
Is
it an older
country
film?
did the movie originate?
Older film or
Korean movie.
Yeah, Korean, South Korean movie, Oldboy, 2003.
2003? Good movie,
Go watch it
I'll check
if
it out.
you have not.
Kung Fu movie, you said?
No, it's a mind fuck of a movie, but a good movie. The man's kidnapped for 15 years. He doesn't know why. He doesn't know from who. He's stuck in a room. All he gets to do is watch this TV.
It sounds crazy as fuck.
And he finally gets let out one day.
It sounds like that one movie where or that documentary where they kidnap the guy and they make him do all the where he writes into that thing. That's crazy.
Way crazier.
I gotta check that out. Sounds good.
There's a famous scene in that movie. I think it won like fight sequence of the year or some shit. It's one single shot of him in a hallway with like and he's taking on 20, 25 guys and just massacring all of them. And spiritually, that is kind of what I feel like doing sometimes.
I hear you there.
So you were able to get some United States underground hip hop like Sage and Atmosphere. You're saying, what was it like? Obviously, you were a fan of Sage then. What was it like connecting with them and becoming a label mate with them, and becoming friends essentially? Now, what was that journey like? Because obviously, we were kind of raised in that era. We were in high school in 2003 when Sage was touring a lot and seen him live, and so huge fans. So I couldn't imagine what it would be like to work with them, become friends with them. Tell us a little bit about that journey.
And on top of you saying that, it had to be like smuggling drugs back. When you brought back albums and you never heard them, people never seen them, you're like, bro, check this out. It had to be so like niche, like you know what I mean, like bringing drugs back home, like secret hip hop that no one's ever seen. It's got to be crazy.
Legal drugs.
Yeah.
For real, we didn't need to smuggle drugs because in Southeast Asia, then you could get access to absolutely everything. We had to smuggle hip hop. And that's back in the era still of kind of some heads would bring mixtapes, or you'd make compilation CDs, you download all this shit, and we were just ravenous for it. But to answer your question around Sage, I've said it before when other people have talked to me, but on Sane Asylum, as you guys have covered on a couple of reviews, I got to work and collaborate with a lot of these legends who I grew up, admiring and all of that. And all of them have been fucking super supportive and really cool and down to earth. But I was saying to Sage yesterday, he may be the only non-shady fucking person in the music industry.
Wow,
Sage is
super nice. Yeah.
as legit and humane and transparent and supportive, but also realistic. The reason I initially reached out to him about maybe collaborating on the album is I saw an interview he did, I think for like PBS or some shit in Rhode Island. And when they asked give some advice to aspiring artists. And he's like, look, you're not going to make money from your passion. Let me just like set the reality. And when I heard him talking transparently and open like that, I feel like this guy's a cool dude. And he is how he is. Like, I talk to him every day. I probably blow up his phone more than anybody else on Strange Famous Records. But that's more because I'm recording and writing every day. I'm just like an output machine. And he's super receptive, man. Sage is awesome.
And a very smart guy, too.
Yeah, he's super nice, too. When we talk to him, he seems so down to earth. Doesn't seem like he's out of touch with trying to be. He's just super cool. He's nice.
Somebody, like you said, someone who's been around the block. He's toured a lot, put out a lot of music, so he's been there, kind of seen it. He's been on, Epitaph, what's a big record label, and he's kind of seen it and been there and done that. And like you said, I think it's awesome how he helps out. Not just up and coming artists or people that are getting their shot, but also people that have been in the game for a long time that are like, hey, we want to help you put out some music. So that's always good to see artists helping artists.
And anytime we've ever seen him in real life too, like when I've talked to him and met him at shows, good guy, man, all around nice. Yeah. Wants to chill back, wants to bullshit with you. He's cool as fuck.
He takes care of the fans.
That Epitaph album you mentioned, I think it's the same one. That cover. He just told me this a couple months ago. That cover was designed by the guy who created the Obama Hope poster.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember the.
You get to talk to Sage, like he hits you with all these random stories. He's got stories about Eminem and like just shit you wouldn't believe. Like,
yeah. A Healthy Distrust is the name of the album. If I'm not
what was the dude's name that made that Obama?
What's the Hope? I don't remember what that looked like. The Hope thing.
Because he did
It was very famous when he was first running.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
The Healthy Distrust is a crazy, cluttery, fucking wild.
Shepard Fairey.
Yeah, he was a graffiti artist. He also did
very famous.
the Andre the Giant one.
Right.
Obey. He
does Obey. Yeah. Okay.
Coincidentally, in the track I did with Myka 9 that you guys covered,
Lift Off
is sick.
Shepard Fairey in his lyrics.
Oh, yeah.
Myka first.
How was it like working with Myka 9? Super chill, super easy.
One of the best
to do it. I mean, it had to be effortless.
Super. Obviously, he's an originator, right? OG, Grammy nominated. You can watch Snoop Dogg and Exhibit, and everybody give him praise on that Netflix documentary. I mean, Myka's the man. And in that verse, I stated to Sage afterward, I guarantee you he's the only rapper that's ever put the word river tortoise in a fucking verse.
Yeah. He's a lyrical instrument. Yeah, he has a lyrical instrument on him. He literally rides a beat.
People talk about vocabulary.
Right.
Myka 9 really stretches vocabulary to another level. Like some of
it. Yeah, his
multis are always like super unique, like that. River tortoise. Like no one's gonna ever fucking throw that in. Yeah. But I guarantee it was like a multi that he was like, oh, this fits perfect. Throw it in.
Yeah. And sometimes it sounds like word salad, but if you actually just like slow down and process and try to get the abstract connections he's making, there is actually a picture that he's painting, even in some of the more complex schemes.
For sure.
Yeah, he dances on the beat so fucking elegantly with his lyrics, like so elegantly. Like he like I said, he rides it like a wave. Dude. It's the only way I can explain it.
He can get on any beat, dude. Yeah. Getting more into the Sane Asylum, which was dropped August of last year, still a very fresh album, around 6 months old. I mean, it's literally a no-skip album from top to bottom. Very good. It meshes very well together. And you can do anything listening to that album. Workout, cruise, party, just chill and write. It's super awesome. Produced fully by Mopes, except for Liftoff was produced by Gel. Were you a fan of Mopes when he was going under the moniker of Prolific back in the day?
No, so two things about it. One, there is one other track that's not produced by Mopes.
Okay.
But most people don't seem to realize this. There's an interlude on there that I say featuring Tom Thumb.
Got it. Okay. You're right.
Tom Thumb's maybe top 2 or 3 beatboxers all time. You could maybe say he's the GOAT. The guy is an insane beatboxer. So that actual beat, every layer, every instrument's a vocal sample from Tom Thumb.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Which is really dope. But, really crazy about Mopes, to be honest. I wasn't familiar with him at all under Prolific or anything. Sage linked us up. And what's really trippy, I posted about this at some point, but despite him growing up in the States, he's never been to Southeast Asia. That his ex's brother used to date my brother's ex-wife. in Indonesia.
What a small world, man.
Say it again.
Your ex-wife. Is that what?
Something crazy like that.
Yeah, and his ex, so I think either his ex-wife or ex-girlfriend or something, she at one point lived in Singapore, I believe, and her brother ended up going to the same high school as us in Jakarta.
That's crazy.
And older than me, so he's around my brother's age, and he was dating who eventually became my brother's wife.
That's crazy.
That's amazing.
That's crazy.
That's a small.
Twice
small
removed,
world,
second
right?
cousin, twice removed. Coming to the wedding.
That is
Maybe.
the legit.
That's wild.
That is legit. The
Small
small
world.
world.
Yeah,
that's
definition.
can't get any smaller than that.
Jakarta, of all places, and to know them and to know them high school. That's pretty wild, dude.
You on this new album, you have a track on there with a Bay Area artist, Locksmith.
Mm-hmm.
You have some Bay Area roots. Talk a little bit about because we're here in Northern California. We're right outside of Stockton, Sacramento area. Talk a little bit about your Bay Area roots, and Locksmith as well is a legend out here, somebody that we've been listening to for a long time.
No, Locksmith's the man, right? He's right up there, the top tier.
Right.
Pin game, I have huge respect for him. I think you may have seen Sage just posted that he's going to be headlining an event with Locksmith in April.
I saw that.
In California, in Ontario, California. But yeah, when I was 18, I went back to San Francisco for university, and probably, I'd say 20, 25 of my homies who grew up with me in Jakarta, we all ended up going back to college in San Francisco. So you had a bunch of kind of Americans walking around on the bus, but we're all speaking Bahasa Indonesia, and front to company, they had no idea what we're saying. And yeah, got into the scene more there, obviously, like Amoeba Records on Haight Street, saw so many shows from Idea to Atmosphere. I saw Mortal Technique there. Yeah, you name it, Gift of Gab and Lyrics Born and all those guys, right? And the Bay Area has such a deep history for all different styles of hip hop. Like there's such a wide variety of hip hop there, from obviously the hyphy music to everything that the OGs did back in the early 90s. Yeah, it's a really, really rich culture. And, I started taking it more seriously then, probably to my own detriment. I didn't go to school. I liked to rhyme and party, got into a lot of fights, got kicked out of school. Had to get my shit together after a couple of years. Went back to City College in San Francisco to raise my GPA from what was basically an F to something resembling a GPA to get back into a regular school. And basically it took my wife, I think, 3 years to get 2 degrees. It took me 6 years to get 1. So that's how.
You had a fun time doing it, though.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's a cool place. I always thought at some point, if I had enough money, I would like to move back there. But I have to say, last time I was there, like within 24 hours, I had a crackhead throw a pipe at my mother-in-law. Like saw a couple women taking a shit in the middle of the street, and I'm just like, why am I subjecting myself to this anymore?
Yeah, as much as I love the city and
it's gone to shitty. It's got shitty city now. It's terrible.
It's just not what it was when we were younger too. And people that live there might not. It's not as bad because you're living in it. But like for people that come there, like I've been, go there every once in a while. Yeah. It's like when you see a kid growing up. You see him. If you see him every day, you don't see him get bigger. But when you see him at 1 year and then you see him at 3 years, you're like, how the fuck did he get so big? That's how the city is for me. It's like you go there one time, it's like, oh, it's not that bad. Then you come back a year later and it's like, holy fuck.
How did you start smoking crack? Happened? What happened to this kid? He's got one leg. He started smoking rocks.
Yeah, I miss the city.
Life. That being said, your album, I don't know if we touched on it or not, but where was the artwork influence from for the new album, and who did it for you, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, for the Sane Asylum?
Yes.
So that is actually painted by my older brother.
Oh, wow.
My older brother is an amazing, extremely talented visual artist. I mean, like back in the day, we'd get faded and I'd sit down with him and he'd say, Chris, take this paper and just scribble. And I would just scribble the big bird's nest on the paper, right? And he'd be like, watch, I won't lift my pen from the page. And he'd start connecting all those intersecting lines, and all of a sudden it'd start to turn into a painting, right? The guy's is insane. And he actually painted that when he was stuck sick with COVID and he was quarantined and locked down in Alaska at one point. And the imagery that's in that, right? If you actually take a look, the guy's dome is shaped like a coronavirus. There's an elephant for the political party standing behind him. There's a Surgeon General's sign that's drilling into his dome. The red and blue motif representing the partisan politics in the U.S. Like that perfectly aligns with how I see things and what I spit a lot about in that album and beyond. So, and he's my brother, right? So it's just the perfect way to do my first album. And my next album, he's also doing the cover for that.
It looks amazing. I'm not even lying. It looks amazing. It looks like your brain explodes with some type of like great thought. No, like a great thought, kind of like you're expanding. You're letting the world know, like your full energy you're giving out. It looks amazing. I love the cover.
I would love to see a track with you and Immortal Technique, because I mean you guys have somewhat similar styles.
Very complimenting.
I would love to see that happen at some point. Hopefully it does. I know you mentioned, kind of listened to him growing up. But this album, it has just a number of features, very prominent artists: Brother Ali, Sage Francis, Myka 9, Mr. Liff, Zion I, Akil from J5. I mean, when you were putting together this album, did you envision collaborating with this many great artists? How long was this in the works?
Well, if you're going to do it right? If you get the shot. And I'm fortunate, this whole thing snowballed well before I even met Sage, and it was spearheaded by Zumbi from Zion I.
So cool.
He is by far one of the biggest. My style is nothing like his, right? I spit really, really raw and aggressive, but Zion I was a huge inspiration for me and a bunch of my homies. His track with Grouch, Silly Putty, is still one of the dopest fucking tracks.
One of the best
of all time, yeah. 1,000%.
It's a time machine track. Definitely time machine track. Take you back to a certain age, take you back to a certain time, take you back to a year. You knew exactly what you were at that time when you hear Zion I, Silly Putty. It's just a good time.
For sure.
Yeah, man. And I was living in Bali at that time, and a homie living there who I also knew in the Bay Area, he actually grew up in Oakland with Zumbi and his crew and whatnot. So he connected us. I reached out to Zumbi. He was really complimentary. We did a collaboration. And after that, I used it and reached out to Locksmith, who had also collaborated with Zumbi. And then I just started using that to kind of build connections and relevance and all of that. And then I reached out to Sage. And my initial idea was to create a charity album for Bali, because the local economy was destroyed during COVID. There's no tourists on the island, right? And Sage, in his infinite wisdom, was like, Chris, no one makes money from music anymore. We're not going to raise much money through charity. Why don't we, figure out how to collaborate? And I said, well, can we release this on Strange Famous? And then Sage got his hooks into it, brought in Mopes, and it kind of took on a life of its own,
It's amazing.
It's a beautiful story.
Yeah, the track with Zion I, Zumbi, Sasquatch, I mean, it's so good. And like you said, you guys' styles are very much different, but it creates a true yin and yang. You have, Zumbi kicking it off, and then you come in just spitting really fast and hard. I mean, that just great. R.I.P. Zumbi.
Yeah.
Justice for Zumbi. We still push the Justice for Zumbi movement.
Super down to earth when we met him. Coolest guy. One of the nicest guys, so.
Definitely. One of the most positive MCs ever.
Like I said, we say all the time, we just seen him, we had just talked to him, and he passes right after. It's very tragic.
Yeah.
Like, one crazy thing about that, for me personally, because again, he's one of my biggest inspirations, is that I think that maybe one of the last fucking tracks Zumbi's ever had released on a proper record label,
Yeah, crazy.
And for that to be with me is just...
It's amazing.
Mind-blowing.
I was thinking that too, because I think it is Zumbi's last track that I've heard. Because I mean, I've heard a number of his.
And that's sad.
Almost all. I think I've heard everything he's put out. This has to be the last thing that was put out.
It was so intimate too. We seen him in a venue that had maybe 100 people, 75, maybe 50 to 75 to 100 people at most. That venue was so intimate.
Yeah,
and he killed it. Every track you could imagine, he did. So I mean, and then after, even before the show, he was willing to sit out there and talk and hang out. I mean, the guy's so down to earth, man. So for you to have one of the last tracks is so honorable, and that's amazing, man. Definitely a dope track and definitely honorable.
So the singer on that track, Ariana, was also from California. Is from Southern California. He and my next album, or EP, you could say, we're going to release, Strange Famous. He's on every track. He's singing. He produced a lot of the beats. It's a bit of a departure from Sane Asylum, like complementary styles. He's very soulful and brings a little bit more commercial appeal while I still spit some raw shit. So it's pretty dope. You guys will hear it soon.
Looking forward to it.
On this new album, I know you don't have to tell us if you don't want to, but how many tracks did you chalk up as like they're not going to make it that you might use later?
Or is it even, is it finished?
Or is that even a thing? You know what I mean? Are you using everything you're putting out, or are you a lot of stuff on the chopping block when you put something together like this?
Everything I do is a keeper, bro. No, I'm joking. Sage will probably vouch if he's in the comments. I don't know if he's in the comments right now, but I'm recording constantly, right? Like I probably record 3, 4, 5 tracks a week. People hit me with a beat. I'll turn it around in a couple of hours. So I'm sitting on so much material. I'm working on an EP with Sentence, another EP with Mopes and Lee Reed. I did this project with Ariano. I just recorded something yesterday for a collaboration with a guy named Buddy Wakefield, who's like one of the GOAT spoken word champs, 3-time world champion for spoken word. So I'm just constantly putting out material for this particular project. I don't know. I probably recorded over 14 or 15 of these tracks and get Sage's feedback, and we whittle it down to the ones that we really think paint a more cohesive story, right? Because I just like to rap, and sometimes I'll just hear a beat and I'll rap, but it's not really interwoven with some of the other shit that's on the project. So you want it to feel a bit more cohesive. Right?
Yo, I think everything you put out is good. I mean, I don't think you've missed yet. And, you know, your pen game is very sharp. How do you keep it so well sculpted? You know, are you just writing and rapping every day, or what's your method?
It's gonna sound like I'm flexing, but I'm really not trying to do that. It's just when you've done something for so long, so many times, and I always have the natural innate capability for writing. Like that was my strongest subject at school, and I like creative writing and all that. And like I said, like the Oldboy moniker, I was recording by myself forever for a fan base of one for like 15 fucking years, and it's reached the point. It's just easy for me. That Master Cleanse track you guys covered, you know, I got about 2.5 minutes of bars on there. I wrote that shit in, I don't know, an hour and a half. And so I can just put words together easily now. And the more I do it, the easier it becomes, and it feeds upon itself, right?
It has to. It's a beast. I mean, it's like, and then to get inspired, lately, are you easily inspired? Are you able to sit down and just fucking get into it? Or you got some type of, you know, are you asking the muse to come to you, or you just sit down and you're just going? What's your method to that? How do you fill the bars? You know what I mean? Do you have to is there a certain type, I got to get my smoke on, I got to get a beat on? Or you just?
I think you're sober, right? Are you sober?
Are you sober? Yeah. No disrespect. I mean, if you're smoking or anything like that, I'm just saying. I mean, like some people have a style. What's your way of contacting the muse?
I'm on a part of the world where it's a death penalty for smoking weed.
There you go.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh no.
A couple weeks ago, and it's legal there, so I partook.
There you go.
But honestly, when you grow up the way I did and see the polarity from Alaska to Indonesia, and I grew up there during 9/11 and the Bush administration, and I've been involved in the response to terrorist attacks. I've known people who've died in terrorist attacks. I lived there when Osama bin Laden murals were being put up on the walls.
Jesus.
It went from the United States to be welcomed with open arms because we propped up their military dictator to all of a sudden Bush is in power and there's this war on terror and the whole blowback. I've seen a lot of these things, and point being, I have enough of a perspective, or at least an opinion, on how fucked up the United States is right now in our current era of history that I don't need a muse. I just read the news, and every single day I get hit with
you're fueled. You're fueled.
Yo, man, it's mind-boggling to me. My parents just left the United States again maybe 6 months ago because they decided they can't hang. They're going to retire outside of the U.S. Yeah. My brother left Alaska, as I said, and I don't know, man. It's a fucked up place. I just watched King Trump berate Zelensky, even though he had Benjamin Netanyahu in the Oval Office not too long ago, and he was, sucking his leathery dick, basically. It's just the level of contradiction and the level of corruption is just so mind-blowing to me that I could spit forever about this stuff.
I feel it. Yeah. I feel like some people in America are so dumb to know that they're not dumb. You know what I mean? They're dumb enough to know that they're not dumb enough to know. And that's how they stay. Some people stay in the dark over here, but, you know, some people are smart enough to realize. So that's good that your family realized and they got out of here. So, I mean, more power to you guys.
It's a great country. I don't want to, like, I spit venom about the States, but it's because I'm proud to be American, right? I still think some of the we're a creative country, we're a rebellious country, we innovate a lot.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of amazing people there. But I literally grew up around the descendants of the dictators. I went to school with a lot of these people. I've seen corruption at levels you guys can't even fucking imagine. And when you watch the U.S., who waves a flag of virtue everywhere they go, and you've seen this type of corruption over here, I can see it in the U.S. It's just legalized corruption, and we put partisan politics around it, but it's the same thing. And so we need to stop beating ourselves on the chest saying they hate us because we're free and that we're the greatest thing in the world. We're fucked up. Like, we're just as fucked up. Let's humble ourselves and let's fix some of the problems. You know?
Well said. Well said.
Yeah, well said.
Yo, as we're winding down here, I know we said we were only going to keep you for 30 minutes, but I just learned about this conspiracy not too long ago. You have Akil, the MC from Jurassic 5 on your album. Have you ever heard the conspiracy that he is truly Tupac?
I knew it.
Have you heard that one?
And if he is Tupac and you know he is, can you just tell us he is? Wink 3 times if he's really Tupac or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he's a projected hologram from a base in Cuba, right?
I believe it.
But yeah, apparently a lot of people believe that Akil is Tupac.
That's a crazy one. I've never heard that one. That's a crazy one.
Did he have that Thug Life tatted on the chest? Secretly. Did he have it tatted secretly? On the belly, on the stomach.
So we're really looking forward to the new music. Are you got a lot of new stuff ready to go, or you say you're a machine putting out music? What's when
can we expect it?
Yeah, for me, it's kind of, SFR has so many different artists on it. There's so many priorities that Sage and Storm and others have to juggle, right? I can't expect them to put out everything that I'm recording constantly, but that's kind of my inner desire.
Yeah.
So I have to learn to be a little bit patient. So this project with Ariano, I think probably around maybe June. I'm thinking of dropping a mixtape maybe after that, because I've got 20 or 30 tracks from random producers and a lot of dope shit there. And then the one with Mopes and Lee Reed, Mopes and I have said we'll get it done this year, so maybe it'll be out before the end of the year.
Yeah, he's another one of those machines. Like, if you're working with him, you guys are working on a good level, because he don't stop, you don't stop. We're gonna get fucking platinum music out for show.
And on that note, I just want to know, just for the YouTube algorithm, just let them know that we're your buddies and we're allowed to play your music. Every once in a while, we might throw a track out there just to warm the show up. We want to play you without getting any trouble. Just give us the okay, and then YouTube knows, and then we're in the zone.
You can play any and all of my music anytime.
You're the man, dude. You're the man.
Yo, one more question before you go. We had one of our listeners was in the comment section. They want to know, who was that pro skater that you grew up with that you talked about, who was a famous skater?
Shout out to Nick Andre.
Yep.
Nick Andre. Shout out to the SF producer.
Yeah, Nick. Well, Nick is homies with the guy. That's why he's asking.
Okay, so who is it?
Okay, his name's Jack Curtin.
Jack Curtin's hard.
Yeah, so I grew up in Jakarta with Jack. He's a bit older than me, but super close homies. We all ended up going to college in San Francisco. Jack, being as talented as he is, I think he dropped out of college after 1 or 2 semesters and has never had to work a regular job in his entire life. Yeah, Jack's the man.
Jack's the man, dude. I remember, I think he was killing it in the street, and then I think he's a good bowl skater, too, if I'm not mistaken.
Are you guys skaters?
I used to skate back in the days. I used to be big into Trans World,
that's where we got
and all that. But
honestly, that's where a lot of the hip hop. I mean, I was put on to like rap music and hip hop, but a lot of like that conscious hip hop, I think we got from skate videos and different sections. People were putting in Hyro and Gangstar and shit, and so you kind of got that vibe from it.
If you want to get a sense of our hip hop kind of skate culture, we had it. I didn't skate. I was a basketball player, but all my homies were skaters. Go into YouTube and type Jack Curtin Dream Sequence or Jack Curtin Amnesia. These are videos of 2 of my closest homies and Jack that skate videos they created when we were in high school in Jakarta. And if you listen to the soundtrack, you can hear the type of hip hop we were bumping. It was all underground.
Yeah.
Hip hop. Last crazy story I'll tell you, since I know one of my skater homies, I think he said he's going to join this in the comment section. I knew nothing about skating. It's just all my homies were skaters. Completely randomly, when I was living in San Francisco, I found an apartment on Craigslist I moved in. It was New Year's Eve. I was sitting by myself on Ocean Beach because this was on 48th Avenue, this spot.
Mm-hmm.
I went out, smoked a pipe on Ocean Beach. It was high as weed, was high as fuck. Came back into the apartment, and I'm sitting there with these 3 dudes. One of them's Mike York. One of them's Lenny Kirk. And there's this other guy, Gershon Mosley or something like that.
Okay, hell yeah.
And if you know Lenny Kirk, who I didn't know anything about at that point, this is the skater who went to jail for holding up a taxi with a shotgun, stood up on an airplane and said he's the return of Jesus, and was arrested. The dude had just gotten out of prison, and I was high as fuck. And I'm sitting in a circle with these guys, and he was saying some wild, weird shit. I ended up going to my bedroom and barricading the fucking door. But I lived with those guys for a few months, completely random. These skate legends that I just happened to shack up with.
Oh, wow. Once again, a small world.
Yeah,
what a fucking small world we all live in.
On top of that, before you go, last one. What does hip-hop mean to you? Quick little something. Nothing major. Just give us a little, for the homies out there that are listening.
But something major.
But something major, but nothing major. Some people out there coming up, what's hip-hop mean to you?
So in the part of the world I live, hip-hop is it's obviously super popular. It's popular globally, right? But I see a lot of artists out here who are emulating what they see take root in the States on a commercial level. Like everyone's sounding like Drake. They got auto-tune in their steez. They're using American slang and terminology. They have no idea what the fuck it actually means. And I try to impart on some of these people. To me, hip-hop is where you put voice against unfair power dynamics. It's speaking truth to power. It's representing something that actually is real. It's about justice. It grew up out of a street culture where they had to create art organically when they did not have access to many instruments or music programs. So it's about like putting your word and your pin game down to hopefully making the world a better place and shedding light on new perspectives, right? Which is why I try to spit about shit that matters to me, spit about my life, things that I think. I've partied more than most people on planet Earth, but you're not going to find me out there spitting about strippers and shit. It doesn't do anything for me. Yeah. So for me, hip hop is a vessel for spreading messages.
I like that.
I like that. Very well said.
Yo, thank you so much for joining us. I know it's Saturday morning over there. Over here it's Friday night, so
yeah,
a lot of difference in the hours.
Can I ask you this? What are the lottery numbers? I know you're in the future.
I'm
not joking. I know you're living in the future. So between us boys,
we got to talk. We were lucky enough to talk to Afu Ra, who was in the
future as well.
He was in the Czech Republic at the time
as well,
and he was on a Saturday while we were on a Friday. And my friend here thinks that they're time traveling. You're not time traveling. You're just in a different time
just
zone.
Tell me if anything bad's gonna happen tomorrow in America that I need to know today. I just want to know because I know it's Saturday. These guys don't believe in time travel, but I know you're Saturday over there. So tell me about Saturday.
All I'll say about the lottery number is my son.
Jeez, I thought he was gonna really give me lottery numbers. What a thug.
My son's name is Trey, which means 3. So whatever lottery number you pick, put a lot of the number 3 in.
There you go.
Last thing for me is what I'm rocking right now. This is called batik. It's Indonesian traditional clothing. I swear to God, I'm going to bring batik to American hip hop culture. You look up batik, Nelson Mandela was famous for wearing all of his colorful clothes. That was Indonesian batik that he would export to South Africa.
You look like a UFC champion of the world. You look like a McGregor. It's like a UFC. You look like the next UFC fighter that's coming up. It looks good.
No, but it looks comfortable more than anything. What's the thread count on that thing? That thing looks comfortable.
You could back fucking fist somebody with that fucker and it won't even rip. That's how sweet it looks.
I'll send you guys some batik.
Yeah.
Oh, we would love it, brother.
Hell yeah,
You're the man, dude. You're the man.
And shout out to Trey.
Thank you so much.
Shout out to Trey.
Yeah, shout out Trey. Trey, get better. We hope you feel better in the rest of the day. Thank you so much for spending your morning with us. We really appreciate it. We're huge fans, and we can't wait to hear all the new music, and we'll continue to bump it on here and tell people how much fucking we love you. And
shout out to you and your brother, man. Your brother, the painter. Hopefully he does way more with his painting, too, and we wish you guys the best of luck, man. Thank you so much.
If you guys know any animators who know how to take like static painting and put animation behind it, that's who we need so my brother and I can properly collaborate. So hook us up, anybody watching. Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Like your support is like super appreciated.
You're the man, dude. We appreciate you.
Yo, let's give it up for the one, the only Oldboy Rhymes.
Thank you, brother. Sage Francis, Strange Famous.
Keep it strange, brother.
Take care, brother. Have a great rest of your day. Everyone give it up, man. That was fucking, once
Good guy,
again.
man. Good guy.
Another great guy. Another great time. Enjoy talking to these amazing people that have such a powerful voice on a microphone. And I think a lot of times that's forgotten. And you know what? I've talked about it on here. Like, for a long time, I was so serious about music, and I hated people that were having fun on the mic. And I wanted people to be so serious. And which Oldboy Rhymes brings that seriousness, but there's a lane for everything. I think there's a lane for the seriousness when you really want to be just kind of just thinking and you want to be in your headspace.
Mm-hmm.
There's a place for that, and then there's also a place for the fun,
for sure,
and then not giving a fuck.
He keeps it
having
real.
Fun.
He keeps it real.
I'd say he
But
dabbles. He dabbles in both. Yeah,
I think more than anything that really intrigues me or draws me in is the serious stuff.
Right.
Even though that I told myself and I've grown out of it. Obviously, my Rolodex of music, or my, what do they call that? My taste for music.
Your library is probably expanded. Yeah, of course.
For sure.
Right.
It's not as narrow. Before it was just, you got to be underground.
Yeah.
You've got to be serious. You got to be talking about some real shit, which is Oldboy Rhymes. I would have loved him in 2003, which I love.
But now my palette though is a bit expanded for sure.
I just like the fact that there's a place for everybody in the scene, right? There's a place for an Oldboy Rhymes and a Sage Francis. Then there's a place for
fucking Sig Justice.
A Lucky
Let
I Am.
Sig Justice get in there. Everyone,
You know what I mean?
there's a spot for everybody. Is what you're
or
saying.
a Murs, or somebody that's having fun. You know what I mean? That's just we're making good hip hop music.
What you're
we're
saying
sending
is,
a message and we're having fun.
What you're saying is your playlist is everywhere, and that's what it
I
should
love
be.
it.
It's
I
what it should
love
be,
it.
right? And then on that note,
hip hop is so vast, right? Many different lanes. This is why I brought up the. I would love to see a collaboration with Oldboy Rhymes and Immortal Technique.
Oh yeah,
because
and even some Vinny Paz.
Or
Vinny Paz and him.
well.
I think all three of them together would make an amazing track.
Yeah, I could see him doing
some type of dirty nightmares sounded and fucking dark, coldy, hip hoppy type.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
I could see him doing a collab with Nonfiction, Ill Bill.
It's just crazy because like things like that are like dream matches, right? Like WWF dream matches. Like you want to start, or even UFC dream fights. Like you want to see, like, how do you get that to happen? Like, do you request it on some type of blog they're all a part of? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how do you make that connection?
Right. But I mean,
is there a way though? Really, between us, is there a way to make it? Because we talked to him, hey, you should reach out. Like, how does that work? You know, how do you make that connection
for collabing?
Yeah, how do you get them to for us as a fan? To be like, you should work with this man and him do it. You know,
right? I mean, I would love to be a booker of hip hop.
You know, yeah, exactly. You know, but now this week coming up, you have to make this. You know, what I mean, that'd be sick to be the booker like that.
That's why that Rakim album was so good. Because the most recent one, because so many different diverse collaborations. On there, right? There's almost like dream collabs, tons of different artists that would never do tracks together.
How does that work though? Like, who sets that up? You know,
I don't know.
That's what blows me away.
You gotta be a mastermind of it, and people have to respect you enough to
getting behind something like that though is like a fucking rocket ship that's not gonna fail. That motherfucker's going to the moon
for sure. But
and it's like, if you're not on that rocket ship, you're fucking sleeping, bro. Like, come on now, you know what's good and what's not good.
And it's hard to believe that the Sane Asylum was Oldboy Rhymes' debut album, because it sounds like he's been
in the game for years,
doing it for years.
He's another Afu Ra. Like he had a something and it just blasted him into the fucking to the metasphere, you know.
And I know he said he had that. He started kind of younger, had that break, but you can't tell that there was ever a break in.
It's kind of crazy to think, like, right when I seen him, he blew me away. I thought I was talking to GSP. I go, well, just GSP here today? That's pretty fucking crazy. Yeah, the way he looks, he gave me a George St. Pierre UFC boxing, UFC fighting vibe.
If I'm not mistaken, I've heard him on another podcast. Shout out to Ty.
Yeah.
DOD 45.
Ty Art by Ty.
I mean, he mentioned how his wife is very much into MMA, so I wouldn't doubt if Oldboy Rhymes. He looks like he's
into it.
Partaking in some type of MMA himself.
He's in shape. He looks like he's in MMA stuff. Yeah. That being said, you following MMA or anything like that lately for yourself?
We were just talking about this.
No, did we talk about it on here though? We talked about it on here. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure.
We did a
contract. Oh yeah, we did no sleepers. Yeah, that kick us a beat, my boy. Kick that mule.
Really?
You think so?
All right, we can get in there.
Kick that mule, baby.
Go cop the Sane Asylum if you haven't already. Oldboyrhymes.bandcamp.com, strangefamousrecords.com.
And if you haven't,
support the man.
If you haven't listened to it, man, there's a whole lot to get into there. There's a lot to unpack, and I'm sure that you can give it more than one listen. You know what I mean? You're not you're going to hear it more than twice, and it's you're going to hear something different every time. It's a good album.
And if you were watching that interview, thank you very much for joining us for the interview. The audio was a little messed up.
We apologize for that, but it happens.
Normal shit. That's normal.
And we're gonna we're gonna say, it happens to us. It happens to us all the time. It's all our fault. So we always take it on the chin.
I keep a chin like Jay Leno.
Tell him it ain't glass, baby. It ain't glass, baby.
Yeah, but thank you again, Oldboy Rhymes.
I like that hat you got. Corduroy.
On the Saturday morning. This is a corduroy hat.
I like that.
I've been, this is my first corduroy hat that I've owned.
I have a corduroy. Remember I told you the wolf one I got from when I seen the old, I saw the Grateful Dead.
That's right. Is it corduroy?
Yeah, it's corduroy.
Like, I didn't know it was a corduroy
It's the wolf
hat.
on it, and it's corduroy.
It's the Jerry Garcia wolf.
Jerry Garcia. It was actually really nice. It's very, very nice. I don't like to wear it because it's like you don't see him all the time, so I kind of put it away.
Dude, if you have that fresh still,
it's fresh. I haven't worn it.
That is a collector's
It's in the bag.
item.
It's in the bag.
There's so many deadheads that
in the bag.
would want to buy it. If you saved it and sold it on eBay. At
Plastic
some
bag. I wanted to give it to you to tell you the truth.
That's please do.
No, I'm not joking.
You can save it and sell it on eBay because that
No. You're legit. You're a legit A's head. So I wanted to give it to you. I have two of them. My wife has one and I have one. I wanted to give you one. I think you would love it. It's got the wolf. On the front, on the right side, it has a huge A's logo.
Yeah.
And on the back, it has the date.
I wanted to be there.
The date that we were there for that thing, and then they were giving them out right as you walk in to the people that bought the special event ticket to go to the show.
I know the exact day, not the date, but I wanted to go to that giveaway.
Yeah, I remember I spoke to you that day. The date's embroidered on the back, embroidered.
They had a pregame concert.
It was super tight, dude. We were front row, and it was super tight.
I would have loved to be there. It just didn't work out for me. But, yeah. Shout out to the
That being said,
Grateful Dead and Jerry Garcia too.
What have you been up to lately? What do you got going on for yourself lately?
Just listening to hip hop.
Being a goddamn hip hop head. What the fuck you been doing?
I get it.
These are my three.
I get it.
These are my three things in life lately: listening to hip hop, watching X-Files.
Oh, how far are you?
I'm on season 4.
Ooh.
Today just watched the El Chupacabra.
I just ended season 3, and I just started season 4. I went to season finale where his mom had a stroke because she was fucking with the smoker. The smoker's really his dad. It looks like he's been dicking the mom down secretly because when he sees the mom, he tells her.
Hold on. You don't know if they're having sex.
I don't know, but when he sees the mom, he tells her pretty much, do you remember me? Do you still feel me in your stomach is what he tells her.
Save it for your fucking X-Files review
fucking
podcast.
Hold on.
Let's move on.
And then in the new episode for season 4, first episode, this fool's chasing him down. He's got the mom, and the mom's coming back, and she's telling him. She writes down palm. He breaks the lamp. Homie's got face-changing abilities.
Right.
Pretty good so far, I must say.
Keep watching.
How far are you in season 4? Are you super deep or only a few?
16. I just think I
nice,
just finished.
Nice. I'm catching you.
Coming up to the finish. The third thing I guess I'm into is, I'm watching the new season of Yellow Jackets. What do you guys think? And of this guy, are you into it still, or did you guys already get tired of it?
It's great.
No way. We're fully in.
So you're fully in.
I'm more immersed than you guys
I'm
are.
invested.
Well, we've already watched those episodes.
Well, the thing
He's
is,
fresh. He's
you
freshly
guys
invested.
aren't fresh. I'm fresh. I
freshly
know. You
invested.
didn't even know Coach was gay.
You know what
I
makes
knew Coach was gay. I knew Coach was gay. You didn't know Coach was gay?
I kind of forgot. You know what makes
he don't get his dick sucked ever, baby.
You know what makes it easier to watch
What?
is you don't have to wait a week to watch a new episode. I love.
He does now. He's caught up. He does now. He has to wait now.
But before the old seasons, that's why I loved watching Game of Thrones.
But he's where we
all
are.
the episodes were out, and I just binge watched them all.
But I'm like him
easy.
right now. I caught up and I was fresh on Game of Thrones, and then I was like caught up with everybody. I'm like, damn, now I have to wait, and I didn't like that.
Here's the thing, though.
And you don't forget any details. You're watching them back to back to back.
That's the thing I was telling him is since I'm so fresh on it that I could see like it's easy to compare the episodes and seasons.
You're catching things that
even though
people forget.
everything kind of meshes together because you watch them so fast. I couldn't tell you what season 2 and season 1 is.
Right.
But I could tell you that I've got all the information in,
Yeah.
and season 3 is kind of losing its fastball.
Why? Why do you
Compared
say
to,
that?
I just don't know. It's just not.
I agree.
But nothing's happened really. There's like some lesbians and some
It's
fighting.
just not as intriguing.
A new
The
spot.
plane crash was intriguing. How they going to survive was intriguing.
How many seasons can you keep this going for?
When are they going to eat somebody was intriguing, and all that's been done. And now it's like,
Right.
you know what I'm waiting for?
You figure this is the last season of them chilling out in the wilderness. They're gonna come back now. They're gonna figure it out.
I don't need to see a bunch of girls having sex.
Why not? What's wrong with you?
For one, these are kids.
Nah,
I mean, it's okay.
I mean, in general though, don't you want to see
Two,
crazy shit happen though?
I think they're just pushing at this point. They're
You gotta fight a bear. You're gonna fight a bear and some crazy shit.
Yeah, I've seen that. I saw Common fight a bear and live on Hell on Wheels. Great fucking
show's that one?
episode. We talked about it with Afro a little bit. Hell on Wheels. Go watch that. It's put out by AMC. Common has an integral part in there.
All I know is the only trick that show has left is the rescue.
Right.
The rescue is going to be the only thing that's going to make it like intriguing and exciting. Like who made it, who didn't. Like, that's what we're waiting for.
So you already saw the little brother. What happens to him?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this:
when old boy died. When he falls into the little ice hole and they just sit there and watch.
So you'd be good just turning it off and not watching the rest of it. Your fastball's done, it's done. You'd be good with that.
You kind of know what happened already.
No, but I'm saying you'd be just pretty
There's
happy.
No secrets.
You could just call it a day.
No, I want to finish.
There's plenty of shit that didn't happen you don't know about. There
Like
might be secret shit on that spot that they landed.
They better.
There's probably some weird shit that is in the ground. I'm telling you, like I was telling this guy earlier, why is there rations under the ground? Where were they built? Why did the coach find those? There's weird shit going on in that place that they don't know about that they're going to find. There's some weird shit going on.
We don't even know where they are.
I do know where they are.
No one knows where they are.
I know where they are. Michigan. Michigan. No, I don't know. I don't know where they are.
We don't know if they're in Alaska, Canada.
But yeah, we kind of know where they are though, because where were they flying to play their soccer game?
The West Coast somewhere.
Exactly. So they're over the mid. They're in the Midwest mountains. They're saying somewhere over there. That's all I'm saying.
Did you guys ever watch Lost?
Montana. No, my mom did, and she hated it because she was so invested.
Okay, so I was so invested, but up to one season, all of a sudden it kind of falls off. You know.
Can I ask you a question? Because I didn't get any further with this with my mom. She didn't want to give me the spoilers because she's one of those ladies.
Yeah.
You gotta just watch it. She's one of those.
For Lost.
Yeah, for Lost. What were the numbers on the thing that the homie said it was a lottery? Same lottery numbers were on that base that they found, and they had to play the number every time, otherwise the world would end. What was that about?
Yeah. So again, if it fell off so hard for me, I didn't finish Lost.
You didn't even get past that season?
No.
Oh man.
I mean, with the numbers, all I remember was Oldboy was using it as a combination to stop a bomb.
To stop the bomb every time. Yeah, you had to put him in at a certain time.
That's as far as I remember with the numbers.
Yeah, that's as far as I went too. My mom was a big fan, and she was really upset how it ended. So she watched the whole deal.
Let's play that Oldboy video that he sent us.
Let's play that. Put
it
up, Sick.
So Oldboy, our buddy here, Be Sick.
I don't know if we're going to be able to pull that off.
Bomb Fry.
You can't pull it off?
Why can't you pull it off? It's in your email.
Yeah, I don't know if my email's connected to this
put
computer.
It up on your thingy,
I don't know what's going on with your computer. Do you have a first generation Apple here? Because you have a lot of issues over there.
Now we're calling out generations.
No,
what a dick.
My iPhone is so old now. It's just I don't even get phone calls anymore.
My iPhone's so old it started growing pubic hair. The pubic hair on the iPhone's gray now.
My iPhone's so old.
I'm not going to say it right
now.
Gray
hair.
Don't even say it. Don't even hurt his feelings.
I don't want to do it.
I have an old.
Guess what, buddy?
But you can.
Don't even. All right.
Can you stop pulling off pieces of the podcast over there, ripping them off?
This man's been on one tonight.
You have a knife. You're stabbing.
You have a knife over there?
Like I'm at it, bro. If you're here with us tonight,
looking a little rowdy.
If you're here with us tonight, we appreciate you. Go ahead and tune in and give us a call tonight. If you got anything you want to hear tonight, give us a call. The number is. I don't know. Brandon's got the number.
You forgot
I don't
the number
know.
already?
Brandon's got it
Let me
somewhere.
put it
He'll
up
put
on
it
the
up for
screen.
it. But if you're with us tonight, you listen to Oldboy Rhymes, you
Give us
listen
a
to
call.
any of our fucking
Go ahead
shows.
and give
Give
that
us a
number a call.
call.
209-625-8512.
No, that's not the number. That's your number.
625-8512.
Your number's over there. You got it. That's 625-8512 is your number.
No, it's not.
This is the number.
That's not our
That's
number.
the number.
That's the
No,
number.
it's a 327 number.
No, I believe
Fine,
that's
376-1739.
376-1739.
Okay,
That's
so
the number. What's the other one you've been
209
giving out?
That's the old school number.
Oh, yeah, get rid of that one.
1739.
The new number is a 376ers.
Give us
Call
a
that
call.
one. Give us a call. We'll bullshit with you. Tell us what you like about the show, what you don't like about the show. I'd love to hear what you don't like about
So
the
this
show.
is a special video. He calls it a lyric video. It's short and sweeter that Oldboy Rhymes put together.
Short and sweeter, baby.
I mean, for what he explained, he's constantly creating, making
Yeah.
videos, and just recording himself rapping, and always working. So this is something that I don't think has even been heard by anybody before.
I don't know if it's going to be seen by anybody either.
Really. So this is an MCMP exclusive. For you listeners. We'll try to put it up on the big screen here.
It's out for you perverts out there if you're out there.
all you
listening.
perverts
All you
out there.
perverts out there.
But yeah, again, Oldboy Rhymes, man, he's so sharp and well put together lyrically. The delivery is so good. I mean, he's a master, and he only has one album put out, right? He only has one album put out, but it sounds like he's had 20 albums out.
This fool coming after my computer.
No, I wasn't.
Take your work computer back to fuck a work, homeboy.
Ah, damn.
I do a lot of
We're
work
over
with my
here.
computer.
We're over here fucking doing things.
That computer's tapped in, baby. They know where you is.
Yeah,
we
man.
done did things.
I didn't think it would be a hurtful thing to say.
It was broken
My
hearted.
man obviously got truly offended.
Broke his heart. You
by
broke his heart.
that.
You hit him with the Gen 1. Once you hit him with the Gen 1, he was ready to get out the gun. Gen 1, get the gun. That's what he said. Gen 1, get the gun.
Again, I have an iPhone, I think it's 11, which is, I don't even know what they're on.
That's a lie. You got a 12.
No, I have an 11.
I got an 11 too.
They're on the 20 now.
Well, you got the small 11, huh? I got the regular. You got the small. Nice.
My iPhone's so old. They keep sending me texts every day saying, "Hey,
recalls? They're sending you recalls. Bring it back.
You've
Bring it back.
had your phone paid off. Please upgrade."
Is there
it's
smoke
breaking.
coming out of the bottom port yet? Is it smoking yet when you use it? Bring it back.
The other day I was trying to charge and it kept saying that.
Don't you say it. Don't you
It's trying
say
to say the charger was wet and
No.
yeah, it needed to dry before you plug it in.
And was it wet or you just
No, it wasn't wet at all. It just like
number one. Let me tell you this:
number
you're
of issues
addicted
going
to the
on.
phone charger. You need to give that charger a break. That phone has been at 100 for
If
years.
we can't get it up there, we can just play it. I mean,
Just play it how you
audio.
did it. Play it how you did it before.
It's a lyric video.
You can't mirror it
It's
like
not
you were
like
doing off your
I'm trying to
computer
screen
earlier.
mirror right now, buddy. It's not working.
You,
Okay.
hey, asshole.
Yeah.
You can't screen mirror it like you're
I
doing.
can, but then we can pull it off and go. You know, we can avoid all that. Just play the lyric.
Can't you just
play
mute
the audio.
that? You can't just mute that when you pull it out. Isn't there a mute for that?
Yeah, I guess for over here.
Remember the port? There's got to be a mute, and then you just pull it out, and it doesn't hurt nobody. This guy did it on purpose. I love it. There you go.
Y'all motherfuckers know how to run this shit.
I don't
Come over
know.
here and fucking
I
run
don't
the
know
motherfucker.
anything.
Then.
I'm gonna admit I don't know anything. It's you
Jesus
guys in the
fucking
computer fights.
Christ.
You guys have the computer fights over here. I know nothing. I could just live my life. You guys computer fight. I live my life. You got Gen 1, get the gun, and you got fucking Bill Gates over here with this. Jesus Christ!
Told you. Try to tell you.
Well, fuck. I thought that was a Gen 95 that didn't do that anymore, or whatever the hell you got.
All right.
All right, play me some Old Boy. Bring us in.
Well, again, this is a brand new lyrics video by Oldboy Rhymes.
How new? How new, Siggy?
Brand new. Just created by the master, the lyrical sharpshooter.
And like we said, our boy has done give us the ticket, so don't fuck with us.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Right?
Don't mess with us.
Don't fuck with us, YouTube. Our boy gave us the ticket. You ain't fucking playing with us. We play the music now. He plays it. He says it's okay. So.
Yeah, you're right. The screen mirror is not even available for some reason. For some reason. No, because I was on the screen mirror earlier. But
it's all right.
Either way,
it happens. Just play the audio.
We'll play the audio. This is Oldboy Rhymes. Pump it up. The guy's always pumping it up on the lyrics.
This is off the new album? How new, Siggy?
Okay.
What is this? What happened?
Yeah, well, now we got this one going on over here. So, excuse me.
Well, if you knew how to run the show, you son of a bitch, you shouldn't be speaking out of turns. Backhand. What the?
I swear, we'll get to it at some point.
It's all good, dude.
But this is Oldboy Rhymes.
Hey, guess what? Oldboy Rhymes here, coming through with some good stuff here. If you're here
Pump it
listening,
up.
if you're here still with us today, we appreciate you guys.
Oldboyrhymes.bandcamp.com.
Yeah, come on now. Get it together.
Go.
Ooh, there we go.
Let's do a Redman beat, too, by the way.
Sounds old school.
True. One day you see me wheezing and huffing, my knees busted, body poppy seed muffin that's needly post suction with a huge obese stomach that busted my gene button, still spitting 16s about to corrupt Chief Justice. Oh man, I'm in it, I'ma never stop. A loyal woman by my side like Coretta Scott, thoughts like I'm nuking megawatts, called bioluminescence. When I rhyme and I'm shining, that's how I climbed out of depression. Who am I? The resurrection, the type of MC that we needed, the most hedonistic priest. Time for your confession. Was in a Muslim country in the times of 9/11, and in every flight I took, they pulled me out the line for questions. I got some slimy Texan with his hands on me, frisking me. I'm standing there frozen like the Statue of Liberty. His palms on me, and honestly, I wanted to whirl, but I lived in a city where they painted Osama in murals. Listen, the point is that I never fit in since 10, like a lost pork, Rin 10. How you think I got a thick skin and a sick pen? Got an infinite passport for the universe within. So even when I'm just a fat fuck with my back jacked up, underwear and my ass crack stuck, with my hands on my gut and my saggy brass nuts, I'ma still be dope, a real bad matchup. Oh boy.
I mean, we should have asked him if he had like how his recording studio is at home. We should have just asked him how he does it. You know, I totally forgot.
Next time. That was Oldboy Rhymes. Pump it up. I mean, again, the guy's constantly.
I was gonna ask him too. I'd be like, what's
killing
what's the studio looking like? How you doing it? You know what I mean? I wanted to know. You know, but I forgot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he has a legit little thing put together.
You know what I mean? I just wanted to see how he did it. You know, or what's his style of recording in the house? You know.
Right.
But it would have been cool. I mean, that's awesome that he came and he hung out with us and chilled. He chilled for a good little amount of time,
all
too.
the way from Asia, overseas.
Do we know that
Saturday
for sure?
morning.
We don't want to pinpoint the man. But
We're not going to pinpoint the man
but
on the,
the man
map,
is
but
Saturday
he is in
morning.
Asia.
Live in the future.
The great continent of Asia. Amazing story. Also, truly amazing that he has put out the last track featuring Zumbi, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty...
Technically, yeah. Last track pretty much. It's out there, yeah.
I mean, even he said it probably is the last track that Zumbi was put out with Zumbi. The last piece that was put out.
And it's good work,
That's
too.
amazing.
It's not bullshit either. A lot of people be like, oh, I got something, and it could be some bullshit snippet. No, you have a legit something from him that he put out, that he knows he put out. Nothing that you bought. You know what I mean?
Sasquatch, again, that track is dope, man. I just love the yin and yang. Again, their styles are very different, but they did it well.
That being said, what have you seen lately? What have you been into lately? You've been watching.
Just exactly what I told you. X-Files and Yellow Jackets.
No, like not only that, like what are you consuming like on the internet? Like consuming on the internet, not movies like that. Like what have you been taking in that's new lately on a YouTube binge for you or some type of, another, something like that. What are you taking in?
Just the same old things, man. It's the Y-Files. It's the Mr. Ballin.
Have you been watching that Ted? You watched that Ted Horrors? House of Ted Horrors or something
no,
like that?
I didn't watch that
You
one.
should check it out, man. They're really good, man. It seems like Y-Files, but no fish. It's a dude instead of a fish, it's a dude and a puppet. It's a dude that looks like a mummy and a puppet.
Show.
Yeah, it's really good.
A dude and a puppet.
Yeah, it's really good. I think I showed it to you, right? In the beginning. Remember I showed you it on the YouTube, it looked like? It's really good, dude. I'm not going to lie. At first I was like, but it's pretty good. The temples and the pyramids one draw me in. There's a lot of good conspiracy shit out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of conspiracies about those pyramids.
Like we said, I don't know if we said it on here, like I was telling you how the mummies wouldn't have been so fucking, what are they called? So worth so much. What are they? So valuable or so antiquish? Not antiquish, but
antiquish.
What do you mean? Worth so much if people weren't eating them.
So
if
rare.
The British Victorians weren't eating them. So rare. Isn't that crazy? Like people were eating them.
So you think that's what has increased the value? Is people were eating them.
Well, they've never found a body in any of these places. They never found a body in any of these tombs. They say.
And people always are trying to say that the pyramids were tombs, but they were not.
Yeah, they weren't. They said they never found a body in any of the tombs.
Right.
So they could be charging chambers. Who knows what they were making there or what they were really doing? I mean, it's crazy to think like that it could have been at one point super nice in there and warm and cozy in the wintertime, or because it gets cold as fuck in the desert.
Yeah.
So you have to imagine one time it might have been awesome in there, right?
Right.
Or maybe there was no sand around it as much as there is now. Maybe like they said, because they found whale bones out there. Maybe there was a fucking ocean, a vast ocean. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Truly, I think their solar, like Pep Love was saying, solar generator type things.
Are they hiding things?
Energy, right?
They never found any engravings on any of the temples of who made them.
Yeah.
They have everything's written on walls, but it's like could be graffiti. They're saying they never found anybody inscriptions carved into the actual temples.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think. Wouldn't you think there would be?
I mean, then they found zero. You're saying, huh?
Yeah, zero. They've never found
facts on
any
that.
carvings. Yeah, they never found any carvings in any of the temples. Zero. It's always drawings on the wall, and they say that could be graffiti.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like if people back then coming in to just write on walls, graffiti and stuff like that, just end up staying over time.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Hieroglyphics and stuff like that, but nothing engraved in stone.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think. But I don't know. I mean, in that point, do you think that we didn't make the temples? You didn't think we made the pyramids? They said that we brought the stones for over 500 miles away. Is that possible to you to think?
I don't know. I think, again, harmonic, what was it called? Harmonic.
Vibrations that brought them over. You think they vibrated them over here?
Could be very much possible.
You see the thing that I saw this thing the other day where they took a beetle and they took the two wings and they put the wings on top of each other, and when they put the wing on top of it, it floated. Well, no beetle dead. The beetle's dead. They just have his wings, and they put one wing on the floor and they put one wing on top of it, and the other wing just floated.
Was this on TikTok?
No, I don't have TikTok. But no, I seen it, and then they say it's some type of geometric pattern that's on both of the wings that changes when the frequency hits each other. You know what I'm saying? It's like a geometric pattern.
The world is filled with crazy how much geometry plays a part in the world.
Sacred
like
geometry.
Math.
Sacred geometry. Do you believe in that?
Math is life, like they said back in the day.
Do you believe in sacred geometry and stuff like that, or removing the temples and stuff like that? Well, why
look up the Fibonacci principle.
Why are they not teaching that though? They don't want you to know about. It's not really witchcraft, but it's
Well, what are you saying, that numbers are moving things? things? What are you saying?
No, that
I'm just saying that math plays a huge part in
They were saying that the geometric sacred geometry pattern on each one of the wings, when you look at them in under a microscope, when they both touch each other, is what makes the friction in between that makes it elevate.
I don't know anything about that, and I can't.
And they were also speaking on that. They were speaking on bees too, saying that, you know, because everybody knows that bees' bodies are too big for their wings. They're saying that they're not flying just destituted on their wings; that they're flying on the vibration that their bodies make.
What was that word?
Yeah. That's because all
desolated on their wings,
desolated?
just desolated on the wings only, like just only the wings. No, they're saying that the vibration of their body when they do that dancing and that wiggle shit is what helps them fly.
That's because all bees are drones. They're not real.
Yeah.
Because how are they making those perfect octagon honeycombs? You know what I mean?
Did you see the episode of X-Files where the bees are the little drones? They're a robot.
What season is that?
Maybe 3.
I think I might have if it's on there. But I know that they went through that one tunnel in that one movie and it was full of bees, and then Scully got bit in the neck.
Yeah, that's also a different one.
That's a whole movie. That's a movie.
Couple good brand new albums that you should go check out. Sunspot Jones, Bad to the Bones, great album. Shout out to Sunspot, an MCMP alumni, and Brother Ali, Satisfied Soul. It was Brother Ali and Ant actually. Ant did the entire production. They linked up again after many years not doing stuff together. Anthony Davis from Atmosphere.
You know what I listened to today? It was really good, and I totally forgot how good it is from top to bottom. Blazing Arrow.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Shout out to Gift.
It was so good, I had to buy that on vinyl.
Dude, it is so good. I listened to it today, and shout out to Gift, dude. There is no fucking joke,
yeah,
bro.
all right,
like, that album put me in a good mood this morning.
Right.
It's just amazing.
We did
First
that,
and Flight all the way through. Just so good.
We did that listen along on here that one time, and it's just a journey, right?
Dude, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's truly amazing.
It's a true journey.
I don't know what it is. It just crosses over to the other side.
That's one of my favorite albums of all time. You see that Cheech and Chong is releasing a new movie.
I did. Is it too late?
Cheech and Chong's last movie.
Is it too late, and is it too, you know what I mean? Is it like Dumb and Dumber? Is it just too late?
I think it's more of not their typical movie. I think it's kind of like a documentary type movie with they're exploring different periods of their life and talking about it, hanging out. They're probably blazing too.
They have to be blazing, but are we going to be in a lowrider again? Are we dicking around? Are we doing skits?
I could see them in a lowrider, at least chilling at some point. I don't know if they're doing skits. I don't know the exact, but it comes out on 420.
They're pretty fucking good together, man. They can't miss.
Comes out on 420.
But it's just funny that they're like in their 70s, 60s,
sure,
70s? Got to be early 80s at the most. How old is Cheech?
Late 70s.
How old is Cheech Moran?
He's probably yeah.
Let's take a look.
You look up Cheech. I'll look up Tommy
Chong.
Right.
Cheech Moran age. Here we go.
Yeah, but they've been doing it for a long time. Wow, Tommy Chong is 86.
Jesus Christ!
How old is Cheech?
Cheech is a baby compared to him. Then he's 78.
Okay, so Tommy.
But Cheech looks worse than fucking Tommy.
Well, hold on. Tommy is very, from what I understand, the health and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Cheech isn't, but you know, they're different genetics.
Chong bongs, baby. If you didn't hit the Chong bong back in the days, you might not have lived a life.
Do you remember when the Chong got locked up? Oh, we got a caller here.
Who's calling? Oh, that's not me. That's somebody else.
So not a caller.
Tell me. Yeah, I remember when he got locked up for the bongs. I remember that.
Prank. Yeah, he got locked up for the bongs. Now, was this true that some bongs were being delivered with weed with it?
I don't know, but I remember a good buddy of mine had a Chong bong, and they're pretty cool, dude. I'd go over there, take some bongos. They were very nice. And I would say, like...
they had a Chong bong.
I don't know if it was worth the price, but they were dope. That and a JBL were the way to go.
So apparently he was just locked up for...
Or JBD, excuse me.
Trafficking in illegal drug paraphernalia. Illegal drug paraphernalia. So what, it's illegal to sell bongs, maybe in certain...
Yeah, and then it's legal to sell bongs, but yeah, I think maybe you're right. I think some of them are coming with marijuana, I think. And that might have been the problem, because I think somebody snitched on him. I think he had a whole venue of bongs, and at that time, I think they were selling weed out of the store, and then he got busted. Something crazy like that. I don't remember.
Well, I guess he was serving time for selling designer glass bongs via his website. And I don't know, maybe certain states that they were arriving in, you know.
Who do you think is an ass whooping?
Who needs an ass
whooping? Yeah, who needs an ass whooping? Who you giving me right now? Who needs an ass whooping? That's out there right now, and they're just fucking thinking they're the hot. Who needs an ass whooping?
We mentioned it earlier, right? I think Conor McGregor.
He needs an ass whooping? Does he need the ass? Who's going to give it to him?
I mean, I was hoping Nate Diaz was gonna.
I was hoping too. Is it? I mean, is it gonna happen? Are they still gonna do part 3? Is there a trilogy in the works?
We can only hope and pray.
I could hope there could be bread in the works. I think there's bread in the works in there for them.
Yeah.
I would hope so, dude.
Yeah, you know, I don't know.
As for you?
As for me.
Tell me about your life lately.
Well, I mean, again, just
third time we've
listen
gone
to
back
hip hop.
No, not
Yellow jacket.
Not like that.
Watching
Not
some
like
TV
that.
shows.
Not
Yellow
like that.
jackets. He
I want to
likes
know.
hip-hop.
I want to know what's going on.
I'm looking forward to the baseball season.
I want to know. What are you putting?
Baseball's coming up quick.
Tell me,
we're about a month away.
Are you excited for your team?
We're kicking it off with this guy's team, the Mariners. Have you ever been to? I don't even know what the Mariners Park is called.
Safeco Field.
Have you been to Safeco?
Yes.
How was it?
When's the last time you've been to Safeco?
15 years.
So 15 years ago.
Yes.
And I mean,
Should we do a prank call?
how was the park?
It's a beautiful stadium.
Scale from 1 to 10. What was the park?
12.
Like, really?
Did you raise your children at this park?
I did.
Nice.
You know,
one of them was made there at this park.
I've been to
what a thug!
I've been to Seattle.
The young one was made at this
I
park.
didn't go to Safeco. My goal is to hit every. I mean, this is a weak goal, but every baseball.
Throw some weight in there. Here.
As many as I can, at least. I want to go exploring the different baseball stadiums. You know.
Maybe some tappies.
What's the stadium you would want to hit up the most?
Out of any stadium ever
in the United States.
I want to go to the one with I think it's Diamondback Stadium has the pool in it. I would love to jump in the pool, dude. I think it'd be so cool after we won the Giants and then be a dick and run and go jump in their
Here's
pool.
my question: how many people have peed in that pool?
Everybody. You would imagine everybody that's not an Arizona fan that had the chance to jump in the pool. I'm pissing in it.
And how do you get in the pool? Do you have to have a special ticket?
Yep, that ticket's hella expensive to go in the pool. Yeah,
so it's more to go in the pool.
It's more to go in the pool. But I would imagine how cool it would be to win a game there and beat the Diamondbacks and then just be a dick and jump in their pool. They throw you out. You're not allowed here again. Okay, cool. I'm not coming back. I jumped in the pool. I did what I got to do.
Yeah.
You ever seen the slide, the Brewers?
Yeah, I seen that. It swirls down like that. And that'd be a sick. You been there?
No, yeah, I've been.
I wasn't sure if you ever been there. You never know. You know, you've been to a lot of places.
I want to go to Fenway, Wrigley, one, Yankee Stadium, of course. But
didn't you say you went to that all wooden stadium? Didn't you say you went to that? Which one did you say you've been to?
What's the all wooden?
Field of Dreams?
No, the one that you can sit. The one you can sit on the fucking buildings on top and look into the fucking field.
So again, that's Bush Stadium.
That's Bush. I thought you've been there. You said.
But no, yes, I have.
How was it?
Many times. Well, not many, but a handful of times.
But there's supposed to be like all that property around is worth so much money now that you could.
This is what they have across. This is what they have across.
I thought it was Wrigley. I thought.
This is what they.
He's talking about Wrigley.
I'm talking Wrigley.
He's talking Wrigley.
Well, I'm talking about Bush.
Bush is the apartments. I'm talking Wrigley where you can sit on the.
This is what they have across. Let me talk.
Okay,
this is what they have across the street from Bush. They have a dope ass sports bar, and then you can go up to the roof of it. But they have all these. It looks like stadium seats.
Yeah.
Rows of legit baseball.
Oh, on the roof?
On the roof.
No way.
And it's so high. It's high enough where you can sit in those seats and watch the game that's going on.
And you sat in them
over the stadium. I didn't go there, but you see people sitting there all
Are
the
they
time.
charging hella money to
right
sit
across
there?
the street. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I don't think it's hella money.
Sounds like the tree that Charlie from Angels in the Outfield sat in to watch the Angels get their
Yeah.
ass beat.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the movie fucking what is it? Where all the
Angels in the Outfield.
No. There's another movie like that where homie has a house and he gets on the roof with his dad and they turn the radio on and they can watch the drive-in movie theater. What is that
That's a
one?
good one.
No, it's the monster movie. That's where they.
Monster Mash.
No, it's not Monster Mash. It's where Frankenstein comes back. The vampire comes back. Homie's sister is not a virgin.
Frankenstein's not a vampire.
They shoot the arrows at the people. It's the monster movie, Sig. It's
Yeah,
an
I know.
old
I know
school.
what you're talking about.
What's
I
it
can't think
called,
of the name.
Siggy? Old school monster
Buffy the
movie.
Vampire Slayer.
Monster Squad, right?
Squad,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
Monster Squad.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Homie's got the dope house where he sits on the roof and his dad comes home, drinks a couple of beers, sits on the roof with him, and they got the radio and they tune into the drive-in.
What do
It's
you
sick.
What do you guys think of the new sports bars where you're sitting inside and there's this humongous screen but as live cameras are at the actual game, like Super Bowl had it put on for
That's
instance.
cool, no?
But
I love that.
It looks like you're at the game. It looks so realistic. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the new
Brandon?
ones where the screen's huge.
Yes,
Like that.
and you're sitting there, it looks like you're sitting in the rows.
I heard they're charging top-notch prices for food there at those venues because they're trying to say that's like box seats kind of in a way.
I wouldn't. That's like virtual reality almost.
Do you see that we just got a new arcade/bar here in downtown Lodi?
I did see that.
It's like coin op from SAC. You know, they got the arcades there, and they have the bar in the middle.
Yes,
it's kind of like a fake coin op.
I forgot. Narc News told me to tell you he challenges you to a game of Pac-Man.
I would love to go there and play him.
I mean, I like retro arcade games. I was just watching Pixels, and we were talking about.
Okay.
Pixels is a cool movie because it brings back the old school arcade games. And the themes. But yeah, I want to go to one of those bars or whatever and watch, a live concert or like a UFC event would be awesome too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It feels like you're there.
Good morning, America.
They have that on the Oculus.
Guess what I just played right now. Look at it.
One more time.
Check it out. This one didn't see it. Look at. Take a look. Take a look, B. Take a look real quick. I'll play it for B.
Put on the microphone.
I'll put on the mic one more time.
Put the visual this way.
All right, the visual's this way though. Ready? Here we go.
Check
1,
it out.
2.
Good morning, America.
Here's my question. What do you have to be on at that? I think it's early in the morning.
Adderall.
What are you on to
Adderall and
Mountain Dew, baby. Adderall and Mountain Dews.
Motherfucking Mountain Dew.
Totally in character for a sober Mark. I don't understand. That's just like
that's true.
Mark in 6th grade right there.
Can we call him? Can we bring him on the cast and get his take on the next WrestleMania?
I mean, if you're listening, Narc News,
please call him. We want your take on the next WrestleMania. Maybe a take on the new season of something that you got watching. Maybe you're looking on a new baseball team. Give me something, Mark. Call us.
Speaking of WrestleMania,
tell us about Rannigan Collectibles. Call us. Let us know.
Yeah, please give us a call.
Tell them the number again. Tell them the number again, Siggy. What's the number?
I don't know. 209-269.
It's a 376er, right? I think it is. It's a 376-1739.
770 boob.
209-376-1739. Call us,
Rannigan.
Rannigan.
It's 333.
What's Rannigan's number? Let's just call Rannigan number. We'll just call him. What is
the time at the moan is.
Yep.
69.
I can use
69.
a cigarette. And she goes.
I don't know.
It's 8:29.
I don't know if anybody else
at the moan.
I don't know if anybody else in the United States got the opportunity to.
Is that still
number,
a thing?
Or if that was a California only thing, or what that was? No, that can't be a thing. But
is that still like?
How was that set up?
Yeah, how was it? We should Google that and really find the answers behind that. Like
behind that.
At the moan. It wasn't at the tone.
You're right.
At the moan.
At the moan.
Let's try calling her right now. Let's see what pops up when I call at the moan. 209
wasn't it 209
4444. Yeah, it was 23444.
What pervert? What pervert was that?
No.
Thank you for calling. Our office is currently.
Wait, what is this?
Back during normal business hours of 8 a.m. until 10 p.m.
Dude, imagine having at the moan as your new office number. Like, you gotta be an idiot. I'll take at the moan.
You can't even find it. Yeah. At the time. Oh, here's the one. At the time of the moan will be.
5:55 a.m.
That's so crazy.
What's Mark's number? We'll call him right now. Don't give it to it live on the air, but we'll call him just for the fuck of it. Get him in there.
I don't have it on me. I don't know if you'd even answer. Speaking of WrestleMania, The Rock came out to.
Hey, can I take a leak or should I go in the yard? What's the deal? Should I
What's
go in the yard?
What kind of conversation? What are you, a dog?
Can I go in the yard? I'm gonna go in the yard.
What are you, a dog?
No,
go inside.
Go inside?
Yeah.
I thought it'd be more general to go in the.
Go to the main.
Yeah.
Be a proper gentleman.
No, the main bathroom.
Okay, just want to make sure.
My goodness.
I don't mind. Take a shit in my master
This
bathroom.
guy.
It's for masters.
This guy. WrestleMania season is right around the corner. The Rock just came out. They were in New Orleans. He came out to the ring, made a special appearance. Theme song was "The Block Is Hot" by Lil Wayne. What do you think about that?
That's whack.
You think that's whack?
It's not made by Jim Johnson. It's not topping.
Hold on, bro. "The Block Is Hot" is vintage.
That's whack.
You're crazy.
That
You're
means
crazy.
sucks.
You weren't a Cash Money fan back then.
No, I was not.
In
Absolutely
7th
not.
grade, I was very much intrigued in Cash Money.
I was a Master P guy, so fuck Cash Money. All about fucking P, baby. No limit.
I mean,
No Limit Soldier.
I mean, were they beefing like that?
I don't know. I think so.
But yeah,
Where they type it in.
He came
Bring
out.
it up,
He
baby.
came out to that, and he told Cody Rhodes, "I want that thing you have right there." And Cody's like, "Oh, you want the title? And this is what you want? You want a shot at my title?" And he said, "No,
What are they fighting for, though? What's the belt? Who has a belt?
What
are they fighting for, though? What's the belt? Who has a belt?
Okay, this is what Cody said, or this is what he said to Cody Rhodes. He said, he came out to the ring.
Wait. Before you go into
The Rock.
Who's a Rock said this to Cody? Okay.
They were in New Orleans. And the music goes off. It's not your normal. It is. I think they did If You Smell.
He's got a new song?
But he had The Block is Hot. The Block is Hot.
Wait a minute. Juvenile?
No, Lil Wayne.
Oh, yes, I mean, that's Cash Money.
Yeah. The Block is Hot. He came
Wait a
to the
second.
ring.
Juvenile wasn't Cash Money.
Yeah, he was.
He was?
You're crazy. BG, Juvenile, man.
So wait a minute, but that's what he came out to? He has a whole new song now? He's coming out to that?
Well, they were in New Orleans, and I guess he was just paying some homage.
Okay.
And he also said that next year WrestleMania will be in New Orleans. But
really, though, or no?
Yeah, really.
Oh, that's cool.
And he told Cody, he said, I want that thing. I want that right there. And Cody's like, "Oh, what? You want my title? This is what this is about? You want a shot at my title?" He said, "No.
Yeah? No?
I want your soul.
I want your pork chop.
Ooh.
I want your pork chop.
I want your boosie.
I want your boosie, baby. Give me that bussy.
Give me that bussy.
So he
sicko. Fucking Rock's a sicko now. That's his new angle. He's taking bussies from everybody.
Yeah.
Jesus, Rock, get your life together.
Rock gets a DUI and spends one night in jail.
Jesus
and then
Christ.
he comes out and he's like, I want your pussy.
Every now he's just the bussy train. Now he's just the bussy cop out there arresting fools. Jesus, Rock.
So he made a murderous threat to.
So as it is right now, it's just you're just hypothesizing that he's going to come to WrestleMania.
He's gonna come,
but he's not really
in the boosie.
We don't know what's going on.
Oh, okay.
I've been seeing rumors, and then John Cena doesn't have like an opponent or a match yet. It would make sense that Cena's gonna come in and maybe fight The Rock or something.
That's pretty cool though, right? If it does happen.
This is Cena's last hurrah. He's
He looks
retiring.
old, right? He looks old.
Fuck Cena.
He looks old. He does.
Cena robbed me from $100.
I'm glad.
On some bullshit.
Do you think
for Jey Uso? You'd rather have Jey Uso?
You can't see me.
You want Jey Uso to win?
And this is what I also saw.
They said that Jey Uso's not moving the numbers, that he can't sell tickets.
Yeah, tickets are not being sold
because he won
he's
that last one. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, huh?
Hey, people wanted Cena. All that Cena sucks chanting. Now, see how it works full circle.
So is he going to grow his hair? He's going to go back to shaving it because he doesn't look good with the head, with that
Cena?
big bald spot on the back of his head.
Dude, this is why he doesn't matter, because only in wrestling can you see that bald spot from the aerial camera view.
What I'm saying
in
is,
movies,
why
you
not
can't
just go
tell
back
that
to the bald like he was rocking?
He was never rocking full bald.
He was rocking shaved, no?
He had that's short, high and tight taper, or marine haircut.
If he went to a shaved head though,
no, because
I think it was give him age.
This is if he had the short haircut, then you can see that bald spot even more.
Shave Bickett. I think it'd give him age. If he bicked it, he got back on the top.
I don't want to see a stone cold John Cena.
Call him Bina. Bald Cena. He Bina, baby.
But yeah.
Better give up that boozy.
We'll see what happens. I wish I could put it up on the big screen, but did you see the recent footage of Birdman falling asleep on stage while they were performing?
No, but I can tell he's getting old because Lil Wayne cut him off the other day when he was trying to give this 15 years in the game, 20 years doing this. Lil Wayne's like, play the damn track. I ain't trying to hear this. And they cut him off, and that fool looked at Wayne like, you bastard. So, yeah, I know there's some weird shit going on with that.
I'll play it for this guy right here. Check this out.
Can you put it up? You can't put it up?
No, we can't. Check this out, B. I mean, people are concerned.
Turn the cam. Let me see. Turn it a little.
No.
Turn your computer.
Put it on your own.
You're a dickhead. We're not even fucking live. You can't even turn it.
He's just sleeping over here. And fans are concerned.
Is he nodded out or is he sleeping?
Yeah, full nodded out, standing up, bro.
Yeah, they're standing up rapping as the Hot Boys reunion.
He's nodded out. He's on scripts or he's on lean.
I think he's on the fent. He's on the fent, bro.
So? I think he's on the fent, yeah.
He might be on the fent. The
lean,
cheap.
I think the lean makes you fall. When you nod out standing up, that's more H.
I have seen the fentanyl. People are like frozen. Have you seen them in crazy these contorted positions? Just
how can they do it?
It's because that's a heroin thing.
No,
heroin addicts will do that.
The body turns off, the legs turn on. Like, how's that work? You know what I mean? That's gotta be
You're
weird.
just sleeping standing up, bro.
Scary, dude.
Everything turns off except your body.
That's gotta be good for security guards on.
DJ Quick says, "Lean on me when you're not strong." So he's thinking the lean.
I don't know. The lean, I feel like lean makes you fall. I'm not a lean expert, but I know when we did Coruscant, you would start leaning and you couldn't catch yourself. You would just fall, boom, and hit the ground.
And everything looks like it's up close, magnified. Boom. You're like walking, everything looks like right there. You're like, what the fuck? Every step's like in your face.
This other guy, cool side of Big A says, high off that heroin.
That's what I think it is.
Yeah,
it's more heroin or fentanyl or something like that.
Yeah, it has to be.
Drew Guwop says,
over there.
Check it out. It looks good.
Perks putting the belt to bro.
Fuck out of here. It smells nice.
I better call your mama.
Tell I'm taking weed on, baby. Yeah, fucking. I just can't believe that they've been around. They're still doing shows. I mean, do they need money anymore? They fucking keep doing shows.
This is
know
the
what I mean?
reunion show. So, I mean, this was long anticipated.
Wayne B. fucking probably has almost $1 billion.
But this is why.
Oh yeah, somebody's got to be a billion.
This
Isn't one of them a billionaire in there?
This is why Juvenile's blowing up is because of that Tiny Desk concert he did, which was hard.
It was really good, really good.
And now he's doing a number of shows with a band.
I love Juvenile.
He's touring.
I'm not gonna lie, I love Juvenile.
I want to see more rappers touring with like a band, but that style, you know?
Yeah, dude. Like I said, that Andre Nicotina shit that I told him to do, and he went out and did it. Yeah, I want to see you come out with orchestra. I want to see. I want to see Lynch do an orchestra. I want to see. I want to see. There's a lot. I want to see Dre do the whole Chronic 2000 with an orchestra.
I saw Exhibit's gonna be performing with the band. They're dropping. It's called Rhyme Fest.
That's a great idea, right?
Yeah.
Dre come out, do Chronic 2000 and Chronic 2001.
Oh, for sure.
With orchestra, boom, just done deal.
Now,
The whole deal orchestra.
That, put a damper on like the Dre beats, the Dre production? Would he like that?
I think he would. You
What do
know
you think
why?
it's hurting his
Because he would probably
sound?
pick like fucking Moticello, the best fucking guy that does the fucking this, and then he'd pick out fucking the guy that plays the piano, and he'd pick out this lady who likes plays the violin. You know, what I mean, it'd probably be something that he would say that he produced still. This is a Dre production with the people he handpicked. You know, he'd feel special doing that, you know, in that way, right?
Like a Bill and Ted deal. Like this fool gets a type machine and goes back and gets Beethoven Bach.
See?
and
And
gets
then-
fucking
and he gets the credit
called
for
the
it.
best, and then he
See?
brings him back.
Have you ever
Exactly.
seen
It's a good
OMA?
movie,
Same.
actually.
Have you ever
Exactly.
seen OMA?
Great movie.
Have you seen?
He put the keys. Where'd he hide the keys? He knew he stole the keys from the dad right off the bat.
No, I'm saying that's a good movie to have Dre go back in time and get like Beethoven Bach.
Yep.
And get all
It's
these
just a Bill and Ted. Yeah, you're right.
Sebastian. Who else is
Bach.
there?
Bach.
Bach and
Yep.
who else? Beethoven.
Beethoven, Bach. He goes back and gets like Napoleon. All these random.
No. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about Dr. Dre in a movie going back to get.
Oh yeah.
Musicians from the past.
Who's this?
So this is OMA. Have you ever seen them?
Yeah.
They're all over Instagram.
We played them on here before.
They do a number of covers.
Yeah. I remember they did Mobb Deep and shit, right? Yeah. So they did the whole album or just this?
I think they did the whole album.
Sick.
Or a lot of it.
Turn this up for me a little bit. I like this. And then Dre and them would come out.
Yeah, there's the whole album right there.
That'd be so sick to have Dre and them come out and be like fucking on this. And
Still fucking with the beat. Still not loving police. Still rock my khakis with the cuff and the crease. Still got love for the streets, reppin' 213 for line. Still the beats bang, still doing my thing. Since I left, ain't too much chang. Still, I represent for those gangsters all across the world. Still, hitting the corner with Lolo's girls. Still, taking my time to perfect the beat. And I still got love for the streets. It's the D.R.E.
Yep. This one goes out to the 2-1,000 to the 2. Yeah, for sure, dude. I think it'd be hard.
So after all the
you buy tickets, you buy tickets.
Oh yeah. I would, for sure. I would love to see that.
I would love to see that. I mean, like, if you're not out there and you're not picking up those easy tickets, what are you doing? Like, if I was those guys, those are easy, just like gimmies. Like, let's turn around now. Let's make some more bread. Like, you ain't talked to M in a minute. You ain't talked to Snoop in a minute. You ain't talked to Exhibit. You ain't talked to fucking, I don't know. You ain't talked to these guys. You just say, hey, man, I got a great idea. I got these guys that are really up and about it. Let's go on tour. Let's do a small fucking 25 show fucking tour, 20 show tour.
Yeah.
Let's charge $220 a ticket.
So you're booking Kendrick Lamar. People loved the performance. Some people didn't for Super Bowl this year.
All that crazy stuff.
Or this recent Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You're booking next year's Super Bowl performance. Who are you booking? Is it a rock band? Is it another rapper? Who are you booking? And keep in mind they're going to be in Santa Clara, San Francisco 49ers, Levi Stadium.
I'm booking Sting and the Police.
Sting and the Police.
I'm booking Sting and the Police, man. There's so much he can do.
You think people want to see Sting still?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
Because you know why?
older.
Because Snoop Dogg's going to come out and do a Sting and the Police song.
Okay.
And then Snoop Dogg's going to come out and take off and do a couple things himself.
Okay. So Sting and Snoop.
Sting and Snoop.
That would be hard.
Sting and Snoop.
B, who you got?
Oldboy Rhymes and Sage Francis.
Damn.
Oldboy
Rhymes,
dirty
Sage
dog.
Francis.
You dirty dog, you.
That would be quite the the halftime show. but I think it would be more fitting, and I'm already booking it, and I'm gonna call it.
Hit me.
It's going to be Mount Westmore.
Okay.
Because they're in the California West Coast in the Bay. You got some Bay Caps in there.
It's gonna be Too Short and E40.
It's gonna be Too Short, E40,
Ice Cube,
Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre's not in it.
No, who else was it? It was Too Short, Ice Cube, E40, Snoop Dogg.
Yes. No, that's the four. Snoop, Too Short,
Billy,
E40,
Tommy, Johnny, Ronnie, Nicky, Bobby, fucking Jose. No, dude, I can't. All I can say is they got to turn it up.
Is it not going to be Mount Westmore?
I don't know. I'm just, to be honest,
It would make sense.
I'm not a fan of all that Kendrick fucking. They're not like us stuff. I don't know. I'm just like over
Snoop,
that shit.
Cube,
you know?
40 and Short.
I don't think that really did it for me for this show. I think he should have came out with some more heat.
What if it was Lil Russell?
That'd be sick.
I don't think he's primed for a halftime Super Bowl performance, but he's on the way up and up.
Him and Marshawn Lynch would rock that bitch.
Yeah, they would. They'd kill.
You see, Marshawn's. I think I asked. He's like acting now.
In what movie?
I forgot what new movies.
I thought I saw something actually where he has his shirt off and he's doing all kinds of crazy flips and jumps and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, I seen that actually. What is that?
I think he's just acting now.
Secret agent movie, kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good for him. Good for him.
Oh, Love Hurts.
Good for him, man.
Love
Go
Hurts.
be an actor now. Good do you thing, man. Good do your
I
thing.
like
Oakland
Marshawn.
Raider now
I like
actor.
Marshawn,
Good
right?
for you,
He's a
man.
Seattle Seahawk,
But he's a Raider right now, right?
No.
I thought he was.
That fool retired 3 years ago.
I thought he was but he retired a Raider, right?
He was a Raider, yeah.
Yeah, he
retired
retired
a Raider.
but he didn't a Seahawk. He
Yeah,
won a
but
Super Bowl with Seahawks.
let the man
he's
be
a-
an
he's a
actor.
Seahawks
though.
He was
guy.
drafted by the Bills.
Would you want to be an actor though? If you could right now, get your job and just be an actor, would you do it?
I heard it's very draining, long hours,
Very demanding.
multiple takes. People are
If you were
punking
so
you.
mad, I would talk so much shit to you if I knew you were an actor. You'd be like, I'm so drained. It was very demanding. I got up for makeup this morning. And I didn't get home till 3. I'd be like, get the fuck out of here.
I wouldn't want to go.
You were doing hardwood top. You were doing hardwood floor. Now you're complaining about acting. It's like, get out of here.
I don't think I'd want to go show up to a place at 3 a.m. and then film all day, and you're sitting around a lot.
Jim Carrey had to do 8 hours of makeup for fucking
Oh
Grinch.
man, dude, could you
Right.
imagine that? He looked crazy too.
8 hours to shoot for like an hour.
Did you watch the new Sonic with him in it?
I haven't seen any Sonic.
You seen it? I seen the new Sonic. My daughter's into the Sonic, the little one.
Okay.
She liked it. It was actually decent. Jim's in it. Jim's fucking.
Well, he's in
killing
all
it.
of them, right? Dr. Eggman.
He grew his hair all crazy, and they shave it in the movie and set him up. It's pretty tight.
Yeah, I was wondering how he got bald. But in the actual video game, he's bald, right?
Yeah, in the actual movie too, he grows. He has his hair all long, and the guy
Yeah.
shaves it all for him.
He lost the match to
It
Jerry
was
the
good.
King Lawler.
It was good.
So
Loser,
it's a
lose the hair.
hair for hair
Yeah,
match.
lose the hair.
I like that. Hey, good for Jim still doing
Good
some
for
stuff.
Jim.
I want to see
Jimbos.
something more than just a
Good old
Sonic
Jimbo.
movie.
Good old Jimbo, man.
Song picks.
Other motherfucking week.
Motherfucking week. I was watching Jim Carrey do Ice Cube. I'm not Ice Cube. Vanilla Ice recently.
Yeah,
old
the
old
best.
school.
Oh,
That's
on
the face and everything,
on
huh?
you know what?
Yeah, Living Color.
Yeah.
It's just funny, bro. He's got the moves down too.
Oh, yeah.
That's
He
the-
does that. Waka, 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 and he
Yeah.
puts his head up. He throws his shoe off and all that. Yeah, hell yeah.
So you don't know the guy's name. You're like, hey, big guy, how you doing?
Hey, big guy. What a dick.
He was on that show. You know what?
You know what? Hey, big guy. He's on that show. You know what? You know what it is.
You're like,
All right,
this
I
fool, I
guess-
should know his name.
Let me go first. Give me Sasquatch. Fuck it, dude.
Okay,
Start off the bat. Just give me
I
Sasquatch.
have it right here. Perfect. All right, so here is again. Shout out to Oldboy Rhymes. Go cop the Sane Asylum if you haven't already.
And let
a
him know,
hitter.
Sig,
It's a hitter.
before you play this.
Yeah.
The boy said it's all good for us to play this.
Oldboy Rhymes. We got the permission from Oldboy, and he said it's okay. This is Sasquatch featuring Zionai and Ariano. He said that Ariano is he's working on some new stuff with Ariano, who sings the chorus.
And don't forget it. Justice for our boy.
Justice for Zombie. Justice for our boy. The Sasquatch.
They thought we were lost to the ethers. Well, the eyes of the God gave me the nod and took me the deepest. Oceanic ties where we glide, balance the planets and Libras. Don't you see what it is? Program the kids, not being facetious. Screaming my pain from the bleachers. Living my life amongst leeches. The poor righteous teachers, love is the thesis. Evolve the mantra. Pick up the pieces, lock it down with the shamans. Boost of a rocket. I'm coming to pocket, stop it. Slaying my culture. What's the ignorance culture? Sauce on my skillet, I swear they gon' feel it. Like an onion, I peel it. Down to the center, not touching the spirit. Heart bumping, I hear it, tension to heal it. Such a beautiful feeling. We connected the children of the Most High in the building. You ready, you willing? Time to crack through the ceiling. I blast for the billions that's lost in the winter cold. We came from the forest, flow, and I stand like I'm Sasquatch. With them cinnamon dreadlocks growing the treetops. Me no need superficially. Contemplate what the issue be. Enemy be a G.O.D. in your vicinity, speaking divinity. Feel the energy. I thank God I'm a real MC.
If God's an MC, then why do we kill all the gods? R.I.P. They're the ones who flying in the stars. Set us free. These iron eyes have seen much war. If God's an MC, then why do we kill all the gods?
It's fucking sad,
Yeah, I mean, to hear that,
sad, bro, yeah,
Description on caves and inscription, my language engraved like an ancient Egyptian. My diction is aimed at your brain so you listen. A glitch in the system like Christopher Hitchens. Every record I'm on, I'm so technical. Rappers are sweating my songs, getting feeling like they got a leprechaun or just stepping up onto a megalodon. My thoughts run deep like the Loch Ness feet when I'm on the beat. I'm beyond these sheep, they're so toxic, got it like processed meat. This a motherfucker, I'm a quantum leap. That's why I'm clenching my teeth when I'm spitting this heat, cause I'm digging so deep that I'm ripping through meat. A few chosen MCs ever get to this peak, and we're walking among you, we blend on the street. Shape-shifting just like the skin of Mystique. The physique, I'm a freak, the footprints on my feet. Like Black Thought, the gifted Tariq. A Sasquatch, a mythical beast. They say my mental's defective. I spit on a record with different perspectives. I look through the past like forensic detectives. So after we crash, I'ma skim through the wreckage. Brain is a Tesla, a grid that's electric. Became a professor to give you a lecture. Fuck right of the censor. Or if you're a leftist, to stick to my ethics when spitting a message.
On a grid that's electric, I give you the Tesla. That was hurting them, bro.
R.I.P. They're the ones who flying in the stars. Set us free. These iron eyes have seen much war. If God's an MC, then why do we kill all the gods? If God's an MC, then why do we kill all the gods? R.I.P. They're the ones who flying in the stars. Set us free. These iron eyes have seen much war. If God's an MC, then why do we kill all the gods?
That shit's so fire.
Super hard, man. Oldboy Rhymes, Cyanide, Ariano, Sasquatch.
What are you doing with that knife over there, man? Put that knife down, man.
I think he's gonna shank me.
I think he's gonna stab Sig in the neck.
All right, I'll go Oldboy Rhymes, Sage Francis, The Indicator. Man, this is one of my favorite tracks off the album here. Oldboyrhymes.bandcamp.com. Cop the album.
Looks like I got my knife in my pocket too, just in case he jumps up. I got a knife.
Here we go. Here we go.
I got a knife just in case. Need a knife, Sig?
I'm feeling higher than climbing Mount Haleakala, meeting the Dalai Lama or reading the Ramayana. I keep on writing and rhyming to heal trauma. This microphone is my Brahma. I'm trying to find nirvana. Here's a proposal. Love and it's going global. The bomb I'm like Chernobyl, the top of the Constantinople. Blocking off all the mobiles is profiting off the mobile. Medium, social media. People think being vocal is pointing their index finger and judging their friends and neighbors. Loving them 1 second and hating 1 minute later. Debating immigrant labor. They say it's imminent danger. Crusading like Ralph Nader, just living under dictators. Let's pay attention to wisdom hidden in nature. The planet's an incubator for something bigger and greater. The light in my son's eyes is the real indicator.
Never thought of that. I'm here for that.
Yeah.
One more time.
We're a collector and gatherer society, collectors and gatherers of data. Due to lack of privacy, the massive data breach is hardly out of reach. I gotta love y'all, hush tones and a contract breach. I brush dust off bone of a dinosaur mentality as I hone my own mortality. Toxic masculinity of an extinct agenda. Got them all telling me that's not pink, that's magenta. Temper. Watch your language, replicate the wording. Detonate the baby brain, then educate the earthling. When I met my fate, I had to break up with the girlfriend. Meditate on burning coals, elevate like Merlin. Burning bushes in a church, organ harvesting farmstead. Either meet your profit margins or it's off with your heads. It's not that God's dead or God's not dead. We play God, we play dead, we pray hard to stay fed. While the farms are over farmed till there's no wheat left to
to make the bread we used to break together. Due to a change of weather, there was a debate exchange, not a change of action. There was a gain of function, which caused a chain reaction. We had our son in lockdown, there were no visitations. There were travel restrictions, online invitations to Zoom funerals, but humans can still make it if the light in my son's eyes is any indication.
That fool's a villain, bro. I don't care. He's a villain. Anything he gets on, he just sounds like an automatic villain, like a bad motherfucker. Does he not?
He always kills.
He's a villain, man.
Shout out to Sage Francis.
Shout out to our boy.
Shout out to Oldboy.
Shout out to both our boys, Sage and our old
the
boy.
The Sane Asylum. Go cop it.
That motherfucker's a villain, bro. I don't care. He gets on the mic and he just sounds like an evil fucking. He's got aura. He's got aura to him. You know what I mean? Like shutting it down. I love
Tell
it.
him.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Send me my cord.
What's your? Oh, you want the cord?
Get the boy the cord. Get the boy the
Who
cord.
you think you is?
What's wrong with me being in charge of the audio?
He said, Gen 1, till I'm done, baby. Tell him.
There's no disrespect behind that.
I heard the Gen 1
Only
disrespect.
poking fun.
I heard there was spit on that lingo.
Man.
What you got for us? Bring us in.
We're going to do Oldboy Rhymes and Locksmith with War.
Oh, good deals.
Shout out to Locksmith. Shout out to Oldboy Rhymes.
Shout out to Locksmith.
Those two together are really
Locksmith,
good as well.
come on out. Come hang out at the show, Locksmith. If you're seeing this, you know anybody that we know, you know us. Come chill, brother.
Yeah, for sure. Would love that. Where's he from? Is he from Antioch or Pittsburgh? Where's he from?
Pittsburgh, right? Antioch? Where's that?
Richfield.
What is it?
Richmond.
Richmond, that's right. You're right.
Okay. War, man. Think of a nerd link that they just plant in your head that gives you infrared vision for a tactical edge. World war, that shit's coming, started scrambling jets instead of canceling debt and manufacture threat. Selling weapons in Soweto that make the way up to Lagos, making pesos like NATO and bombing at Sarajevo, dropping just like hot potatoes at diabolical payloads, sending weapons back home to use on you like Waco. Political prisoners, we censor them with no visitors. Sensory deprivation, gun station on the perimeter. Edie got me like that movie with Forrest Whitaker. How many dictators were propped up by Henry Kissinger? Too many little emperors and defense ministers are getting a commission the minute they give a signature. Like Merrill Lynch working for some air prince, shopping for a missile system that'll fit his air defense. Rewind back the timeline to Saigon. Way bye-bye, your skyline is firebombed. After 9/11, decide try to fight Islam. Like in the Quran, it's kinda like that Mein Kampf. The pipeline is dry time to fight Iran. And now we're eyeing the die bomb on Taiwan. Rise and shine, this whole thing's a giant con. Don't believe the lies supplied live by Viacom.
And look, I don't believe the news and I don't believe the internet. They cast the internet on perception, that's why I've been a threat. Conspiracies sound sexy, that's why we click them. My conviction, the truth is stranger than fiction. They drag us in a crisis and tell us we ought to fight this when the real war crimes are lurking in your devices. They control the lens and how you look at the world. They adjust the focus to keep us barren and hopeless. Notice how the lobbyists always push for a conflict. Each administration get richer with every bomb hit. Afghanistan, Iraq, and now Europe. While my niggas in Richmond is still pitching. Palestinians murdered for condominiums built on sacred land like the North American Indians. Like the British did it in India. Cycle of war been going on for millennia. Survival of the fittest down here. You're just a soldier. And I'm a Green Beret.
Picture the RPGs, picture the slaughtered teens. In Army Green being seen there, Walter Reed carving up the carcasses, arms, knees, a carpentry. Get them hooked on pills right there in the pharmacy. Patriot in every sense of the word, that's why I hate this shit. Cause I'm a human of birth and I'm not stupid. I see what they're doing to her. We enlist them in school soon, we'll recruit them at birth. How many times are we planning all the coups that occur? How many troops in the surge with the boots in the dirt? Confused about the truth of which ruler they serve. How many kids are you killers till they salute you and serve? Spina bifida. I try to stiffen up my lip and not give a fuck. But while my son is playing giddy up and drinking out a sippy cup, they divvy up the riches till there's only pennies left and then they pity us. $50 and get you snuffle, buddy. If you're rich enough, then you can just epitomize corrupt and knotted up in cuffs. That's why my fist is up, because I'm pissed enough that I could just punch the earth and bet I touch the inner crust. I'm a private eye detective. I'm inspecting, lie detecting, and fly domestic. I try to check him, but every time I'm molested, cause they know my mind's a weapon. Bribed elections, insurrections, fighting Chechens, cybernetics, bioethics, splicing, edit my genetics, virus spreading, denying science, ivermectin, 9/11, walking dead like I'm legend. It's a crime to question the IRS or IMF, the line, Reddit, Skynet, Brexit, psychometric cycles, the trifle with Dianetics, the Chinese spread it. That system of social credit. We know we're headed to war cause we're so indebted. The cold world is ready to go kinetic.
still, needless
to say, much closer
Man.
to the beginning.
On point. On point. Both of
Or
them.
Feet Locksmith off of Oldboy Rhymes, the Sane Asylum.
On
So
point,
fucking
man.
good, dude.
Seriously, really good. Did you listen to the Immortal Technique bars on Sway?
Yeah, dude, they're so good.
I did, yeah.
I mean, those are so hard.
Crazy thing is, it's like he ain't spitting no
No
lies.
And then there's no beat either. It's
No
just all
beat, it's pure
acapella.
acapella, no lies. You're like you're listening, and you're like,
Right.
fuck, bro. There's just so many problems in the world, and for him to just spit on them like that, and then people just look at it as like maybe he's just spitting bars. No, he's spitting truth, dude.
Yeah, true that.
And the crazy thing is, though, is that there's so many problems in the world, and everyone thinks they can just solve them. Oh, we're gonna get a new president. They're gonna solve them. It's gonna come in. It's gonna solve it.
Problems are never ending.
It's never ending, and I don't think anyone has a true solution for anything.
No, I mean humanity is just gonna destroy itself.
When eggs are fucking $10,
Might be some good days.
yeah, $10 for a fucking dozen, you know we're in trouble. And when a flat's $30, you're in trouble. And gas.
I finally saw.
Stop buying all the eggs.
I finally saw eggs again.
You don't buy eggs?
I saw eggs at Costco.
You don't eat
Man,
eggs?
we got free range chickens, man.
In the backyard?
No.
I saw one back.
Oh
there.
yeah, that's different then. You got to farm a chicken. That's
Trying to
different.
peck my ankle out there.
That was my daughter, you son of a bitch.
Ah, hit him now.
Bro, but I finally saw eggs. It's funny when you see eggs, you're like,
Eggs?
You're kind of like astonished. Like, what?
What do you mean you saw eggs?
They have eggs? Well, every store I always go to lately, 0 eggs in the little spot. They have even put new stuff in that egg area. You know,
I don't
the egg-
shop. We do Instacart. I don't know what it.
You don't go. You don't go shopping. I hate
No, we do
Instacart
everything
because you paid all the
Instacart.
fees.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
psychos.
I did
Instacart.
that. I did that before.
I don't leave the house for anything.
I enjoy
Amazon,
shopping.
Instacart,
I enjoy shopping.
Costco delivers all that.
Grubhub,
yeah.
Weed
everything.
Maps.
Yeah, everything comes to the house now. You know it. You're the same way.
No, I'm not.
You lie.
The first time I used Grubhub in hella long was like 2 weeks ago when we were hungover on a
This
Sunday.
fool.
And guess who delivered it?
Who?
Narc News?
No, close though. Family Skim Squise.
No.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know what else though is that you got me on the weed coming to the house too though. I mean, come on now.
I enjoy deliveries versus going to a club. I
Yeah.
hate waiting in line.
You go
and
nowhere.
all that. You can see the whole menu and get
You're gonna go nowhere. Everything comes to the house now. Come on
Beans
now.
is good, but I enjoy the art of grocery shopping. I'm that guy.
Are you?
Yeah, it makes me hungry.
There ain't no
It
art
makes
to
There's definitely
no
an art.
art to
Yeah, you just put headphones on and go in.
No, I
yeah,
You
zig-
put headphones on?
Yeah, dude.
I put
You're a
head-
psycho.
I do headphones on with everything I do.
I'll
I don't
put
want to
head-
hear nobody.
I'll put headphones on in the grocery
Shut
store.
the-
I swear to God, I went to
You're
the
those
doctor's.
guys.
I went to the doctor's,
why not?
headphones on. The lady trying to talk to me, and I go, no, headphones.
Well,
Zone.
hold
Do
on.
what you gotta do.
Do you mingle
first
with
of all,
people at the grocery
What if
store?
someone sneaks up behind you? What if there's something going on? An altercation.
Why would somebody do that to
Not at
you?
Costco.
I don't know.
Not at Costco. You have
You
to have
never
a
know.
card.
That's an asshole. I'm just
Be on your
enjoying-
toes. Keep your
enjoying
head on a
myself,
swivel.
getting
Be
what I get,
aware.
and I'm out.
Not at
Be
Costco.
aware, bro.
Headphones on everywhere I go.
That scares me when I have my headphones on at work when I'm working in a house that's empty.
the
It
whole
scares
time.
me because I'm always like, anyone can walk up behind me. I have noise canceling
I got
fucking
that sense.
AirPods in.
Headphones, earpods,
I
noise
got
canceling
that
the whole
sense.
time.
When I feel someone walking behind me, I can feel that energy coming.
Are you a headphones guy too when you go shopping?
Not all the time, but recently, yes.
Yeah, that's good. It's good for you.
But you know, nothing's happening at Costco, bro. You have to scan the come. You have to be a member. It's all very protected.
It's all legit. You ain't
Very
getting, yeah, you
protected.
ain't getting attacked at Costco. You got to be
Very
a member. You
protected
check
at
card to get
Costco.
in there, baby. You get civilized humans in
You
there.
don't want to talk to people?
No.
You don't want to say hi, smile to people?
Hey, how's that chicken?
Never.
How's that chicken?
Ooh, it's cold in here, isn't
Samples,
it? Huh? Gotta wear my
samples
sweatshirt.
out. Samples out. Next thing.
You don't talk to the people that give you samples?
Nope.
Not even a thank you?
I just go. And walk away.
You're
That's it.
you're the fucking scum of America. The reason why America's falling apart.
Headphones,
Got no
baby.
fucking actual interaction with people.
Don't want it. Don't want to talk
I
to
like-
nobody.
I like interaction.
In and out. Don't want to talk to
The
nobody.
world's going down, man.
Yeah, it is.
You know what the best thing to do is just randomly smile at somebody and go, "Hey, how's it going? You look great today."
They get scared.
They get so
Christ.
happy.
Whose wife are you talking to, you son of a
You can say it
bitch?
to a dude.
You're telling dudes they look nice.
You won't remember it. He'll remember it. Make his fucking day.
That's
Change
true.
his day.
That's true.
That's true.
You'd be looking at him, smile, and go, "Like the style today, killing it."
I say hi to
Just
people.
keep it moving.
Pulls
I
off.
say hi.
You think I'm a faggot? And this fucking bunch of shit. I don't know. Wait. You think I'm gay?
Always gotta go that way.
You think I'm
Whatever.
gay?
Whatever.
Always gotta
Come
go that
on.
way.
Be light on the toes, baby.
Whatever.
Be light on the toes.
Looks like that bird has a
baby.
long penis, by the way.
That
on your
bird
hat.
has a long
on your
penis?
hat. Yeah. Looks
Jesus.
Like a long old penis.
Give him
you
the
got on
weenie.
there.
Give him that weenie hat, baby.
And kid's got a bat.
That's just-
Kid's got an old bat on him.
That shit's
Kid's
corked.
got a bat.
That's corked.
Before we go, let me ask you this.
Sick. So what you been up to?
So what you been doing lately, Sick?
Hip-hop.
Watching Yellow Jackets.
X-Files.
Listen to hip hop.
Watching old Yellow Jack offs.
I love you though.
What you got, man?
You're a fucking good guy, bro. I love you guys here, man. I had a good night tonight with you guys. It's always fun with you guys. I just want to let you guys know, couldn't do this without you. Love you, die for you, man. And you
You're
know,
supposed to save that for the outro.
I don't know. I'm just telling you, I love you guys. No, I'm not leaving.
Busting your nut
I'm
a
just
little
telling you, I love
soon.
you guys. That's it, man. I love you guys. You're good people, man. I couldn't
Yeah.
do it without you, man. What do you want? And tell us a little bit about what we got on the table before you go any further. Tell us a little bit about this.
No, we can't talk about it.
We
We
can't.
don't want the DEA kicking in the door.
Yeah, we don't want that.
This
tell
is
'em a
just
little
we're
bit
just showing a
about
little
it.
bit of love for some family.
And it's definitely by fam, and it's for some
just
family.
family.
And if
Just
you know,
family
and if you know
stuff.
anything about them here, it's electrolytes, and we're here for the family.
It's electrolyte.
Shout out to Dr. Rhymes, Dr. Busta Rhymes for just
Busta Rhymes?
Yeah, Dr. Busta Rhymes. Now
He's
got
a
it-
doctor?
He got his doctorate.
You're lying. Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes.
Put your hands where my eyes can see Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, this guy's looking at it right now. Put my hands where you can. Yeah, put my hands where your eyes can see.
He says it's Busta Rhymes, but don't look like no Busta Rhymes.
That's crazy.
That's Busta.
He's back in shape now, I heard.
No, he's fat.
No, he's fat again? I thought he got back in
He
shape.
looks like Uncle Phil right here.
Let me see. Sig, is he Uncle Phil?
That's the graduation gown.
No, for
Damn,
sure not.
He Uncle Phil'd out that gown. Uncle Phil'd out that gown. Jesus Christ.
Shout out to Dr. Busta Rhymes.
What is he a doctor
just look
in,
it up.
though?
Look it up.
A
Look
doc-
it up.
I want to say, what did he get his doctorate in, though?
Doctor of Philosophy.
Put Dr. Busta Rhymes.
Dr. Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes, from bars to wisdom. Here we go.
Oh man, if this comes
Yeah,
up,
look at
if
this- look at
this
this-
comes up,
look at
I'm
this meme
gonna
that this
laugh.
guy tried to put.
That's his picture for Dr. Busta? No, you may call him a doctor now. Black Enterprise, my black sunshine, baby.
Send that to the message to the thread.
I don't think that I don't got the same picture.
Message
you got.
that to the thread.
Message what?
Do you know any other hip hop doctors?
Yeah.
Besides the doctor of thugonomics?
Yeah, I do.
Who?
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre, dog.
What are we talking about? The greatest doctor of all.
Okay. But
Or-
does Dre have a true
Or
doctorate?
the DOC.
Yeah, the DOC's the real
The
doc.
doc.
Why? I mean, I guess the doc, the DOC.
The doc, the DOC.
I mean, his name's the DOC.
They call him Doc.
I mean, do they though?
Oh, yeah.
Are you
Matt,
sure? I got another one for
who
you.
do you got?
And I tell you right now. Let me check it out for you.
Dr.
Rapper.
Doctor.
So we got the
Oh,
doctor
I
of
got one.
thugonomics.
How about
Dre.
no, stop.
The DOC.
You're missing the biggest one.
What one?
Mr. Doctor.
Mr. Doctor.
EBK?
Yeah,
Hold on.
Doctor.
Lynch, Mr.
Funk
Doctor.
Beta,
Can you,
Mr.
be a,
Doctor.
can you be a doctor and still be a mister? Or are
Yeah.
you going by doctor? If you get that doctorate, tell me you're going back to mister. No way. You're doctor.
You're missing Mr. Doctor as the
This
biggest
is-
doctor of them all.
this is
okay?
Dr.
I'm
Rhymes.
just saying, he's the biggest doctor of all
Dr.
doctors.
Rhymes.
Dr. Dre might be whatever, but when you're Mr. Doctor,
Yeah.
you don't fuck around, bro.
Shout out.
And
shout out to the
he
doctors
might be
of hip-hop.
overlooked by everyone out there that doesn't know him, but Mr. Doctor fucking has some fucking hits, bro. Does he not? Tell me he don't.
He
Funk
does.
Beta, too.
Yeah, fucking A,
Funk
man.
Beta on the beat.
He
Yeah.
does,
Mr.
but
Doctor on the
he
beat.
disappeared. He just disappeared.
But we got that interview with him.
No.
No, what do you?
Mr. Doctor.
Stop it. You got to let the crowd know we got it in the vault. It's out there.
This
Nobody's
man really
seen
thought
it
we
yet.
had Mr. Doctor
No, we
on.
do got it. It's a secret interview.
God damn it.
Hey.
So we got the Lynch too in the vault. We got the Lynch and we got the zigzag
So,
drag.
before we
baby.
go, before we go,
Before.
before we go, what have you been up to lately? Now, for real though,
I've been lip dragging, baby.
what are you gonna watch this weekend? Are you watching anything tonight? You dive any recommendations?
What I've
Yeah, the
been.
new episode of Yellow Jackets came out
Yeah, that
today.
came out
Okay.
today, so I can go home and watch that.
Okay, and
And
what
then-
else?
and then,
anything else on the table?
I actually watched, like I said, Ninja Turtles: The Secret of the Ooze the other day, and it was really, really great.
That's cartoonish still, right?
No,
Oh no.
that's the reals. That's the real
That's
deal.
Go Ninja, Go Ninja,
Oh, that's
go.
the
Yeah,
old.
that's the
I thought they did a
legit.
remake or something.
And then on top of that, like I think last Tuesday, I think this Tuesday just passed. I just watched Encino
Oh, you're watching
Man.
this past Tuesday?
No,
WWF?
no. This Tuesday that just passed, I just watched Encino Man. Really,
Nice.
I've been bringing back old school.
Nice.
So you know, my kid's at that age now where she can watch like cool shit, and the little one's at that age now where she can watch shit I watched when I was young. So we're in a good little zone right now at the house for movies.
Right on.
So you know what I mean?
Did you see Harriet the Spy passed away?
Yeah,
R.I.P.
that sucks, dude.
She's
She-
also from Euro.
She had a
Trip,
kidney
right?
transplant. I heard go bad on her.
Yeah, that's what I saw too.
But
It's
why did
crazy.
she need a kidney transplant?
People are
Was it a
trying
lot
to
of
say
drinking?
she's on drugs. Michelle, I don't know how to say her name. Trachtenberg.
But wait a
Trachtenberg.
minute. Did she need the kidney transplant because she was doing drugs? Is
I
that
don't know.
why? I don't know. I'm not going to speculate. I'm just
She-
saying. No speculation.
She had some health issues
Complications.
for sure.
She was like 35, 36.
Is the
very
other
young.
Nickelodeon chick still alive?
Which one? Which one?
Ooh, Lori Dunberg?
Not the big girl, not the big
No,
girl.
and speaking of this girl, Michelle Trachtenberg, I don't know if you remember, but and I didn't know this either necessarily. She was on The Adventures of Pete and Pete.
Yeah, she was the neighbor.
That one girl,
She was the weirdo neighbor chick that played the instrument, right?
Yes.
Yeah, she played the flute or something.
Yeah.
She was a dork. Yeah, I remember.
I was not a Pete and Pete guy.
You're a sleeper.
Yeah.
Pete and Pete was a kill
That was
show.
not a-
Remember the episode where they moved the neighbors?
Nona F.
Yes.
Mecklenburg.
Remember the episode where they moved the neighbor's house that was a dickhead over a 1/4 inch because everything he did was precise every day? So they moved the whole house over a 1/4 inch. So when he came home to put the key in, he missed the keyhole. And that fool's like, something's wrong. And that fool starts chasing the car. They had a little remote control car with like a camera on it, and they followed it. And that fool was chasing it back to the house.
Yeah.
Great episode.
That was one of the best shows ever. A kid's show for sure. Only 3 seasons.
For sure, bro.
Man,
But I didn't miss any
classic.
Pete and Pete. I never missed. I watched Camp on
for
Awana,
sure.
which is Salute Your Shorts.
Salute Your Shorts. Hey, dude.
Hey, dude. And then I'd watch Pete and Pete, and then some
Top
Doug.
3 right
Doug
there.
was in there. Doug was
for
in
sure.
there.
I loved me some Doug. I haven't watched Rugrats. I don't give a fuck.
Bro, me too, bro. I ain't fucking around.
Shout out to Tommy Pickles.
Tommy Pickles, dog. But yeah, I was a big, huge Doug fan. More than anything,
For sure.
I think.
I've seen them all.
What about you? You weren't a Doug fan? I don't see you as liking any type of nostalgia. I don't see this guy having any nostalgia in his life. No Doug. I mean like as in
am
Doug.
nostalgic,
No, I know you are, but I don't see you liking Doug.
You
though.
go ask my daughters what their favorite movie is.
They like good stuff.
What their favorite TV
No, he
show
likes good
is.
stuff, but I don't see him liking Doug. I don't see this guy liking Doug.
Killer
You're not a Doug guy, huh?
I'm a Doug guy.
Are you a Doug guy?
Yeah,
Give me a little
of
Doug.
course. What do you want?
Ooh,
Give me a little Doug. Give me a little Doug. Hold on. Hit him.
Skeeter.
Wait. Let's hit him with a little Doug. Give him a little Doug. What was the neighbor's name?
Skeeter?
No.
Skeeter's best
The
friend.
neighbor right next door that always had experiments.
Mr. Dink.
Yes.
Hi,
Doug
Dougie
like
boy.
that.
So
Come
you
on
didn't
down
like
to
Doug
my
like that?
basement.
What was your shit as a guy? As a little guy, what was your shit? Like I know we all Guts and Mystery and Temple and
Hey,
Double
man.
Dare. I know you like those shows a lot. I know you do.
Yeah,
but what was your cartoon?
I was watching fucking Married with Children and shit. At
Yeah,
that
I like
time,
that
you
stuff
know?
too. But what was your
I don't know.
Nickelodeon
I didn't
goes?
really have Nickelodeon at the time.
Really? You were a
we had
Nickelodeon
normal
go
ass
guy?
channels. We didn't have Nickelodeon. We had Channel 3, Channel 10,
Yeah.
Channel 13,
But you had
and
the
Channel
box.
40.
You had the box. So
Until I
too.
got in high school.
Did you ever watch Unhappily Ever After?
Yep.
Bunny?
With big titties.
Is that the wife?
Nikki,
or-
no, Nikki, the redhead with big tits. With the fucking go downstairs with the bunny.
Was she the daughter? I can't remember.
Yeah, she was the daughter.
But
That's the
yeah.
guy that had the rabbit downstairs, right?
yeah,
Hell yeah. She had the big
It
tits.
was a crazy show.
You know what she was in first before she did anything? She was in Terminator 2. She's one of the chicks they asked
Okay.
at the beginning if they asked, do you know where Sean Connery is? He showed the picture. She goes, I don't know that guy. She's one of those girls.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, that's up there with Married with Children.
I love Married with
Children.
Children.
Show, right?
Killer, bro. The only man to ever throw a fucking what is it, 80-yard touchdown to himself? Al Bundy. That fool's sick.
Al Bundy was a legend.
Paul
for
Kai,
sure.
baby.
Legendary.
Don't fuck around.
I ain't fucking around though, man. As a kid though, it was always Doug, Simpsons, TGIF.
Nickelodeon always
I had some
killed it.
Step by Step.
I was more Beavis and Butthead than
I
any of
love
all
Beavis.
that.
I love Beavis Butthead too.
I love that as well.
Yeah, I love Beavis Butthead. But I was actually more than any of that, Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Ren and Stimpy was like the Beavis and Butthead for
Totally.
us.
And they were
As a little guys,
raunchy,
they were
too.
like the original
Actually,
raunchy little
Rocco's
guys.
Modern Life. Also about some
He's a
Rocco.
wallaby.
That's a
He's
good-
a wallaby.
That's a good
I
drop. That's a
love
good-
Rocco.
Love Rocco too.
I thought
Did you
it was
ever
some
watch?
Rocco.
They made a new movie a handful of years back and brought it out on Netflix. It was a Rocco movie.
Was it good?
I thought it was good.
Who's he a wallaby?
You gotta watch it if you haven't.
Was
seen
it live
It
action?
takes you back. It's
I
a
only
it's
watch
a
it
real
if it's live action.
it's a real
It's live
wallaby.
action?
It's a real wallaby.
No.
A real cow.
Is it real?
No,
I was gonna say,
it reminds
don't
you
ruin
of
it.
the old school Rocco.
I love Rocco.
Go check it out.
What was a good episode you could bring back right now, off the top of your head? A good episode
They
from
go to the
Rocco.
baseball game. They go to the
Okay.
baseball game, and they want his autograph, but instead, at the very end, he gives them a big wad of chewing tobacco.
Yep.
Spits it out.
One of my favorites when they go to the mall to get a new TV. Because
Oh,
homie's
yeah,
TV
for
blew
sure.
out and he brought it home and they had trouble setting it up for hella long.
Is that when he gets sucked into it?
Yep.
He's like
Yep.
hypnotized.
Classic. Great. Once you get it set up, so good. So good.
What were the neighbors' name? The fish, the big heads.
Oh, yeah, the big heads. The big heads. Yep. Super sick. Yep.
Yeah, that was
That's a creepy ass show.
Dude,
That's a
I
creepy
love
ass
that fucking show. That
It's a
show was good,
creepy
dude.
ass
And I
show,
would even get into Courage the Cowardly Dog at that time.
Oh,
I was
Courage
Courage
is
was
good
hard.
too. Courage is good too. Very. It gets dark sometimes, you know.
Yeah, fuck yeah,
Dog
dude.
out here for a pimp.
So, give me,
All right.
before we go here, what's one thing that you don't think that we know about you? before we go. One little
What
tick.
the fuck?
Give me something that you wouldn't tell anybody. Give me real quick.
We're gonna tell everybody.
You're gonna tell
on
me right
YouTube,
now. You're
man.
gonna tell me right fucking now. Nah.
Go
Thank
ahead.
you
I'll
guys
save
for-
you guys right now.
I can't tell any of those secrets.
Yeah,
I
why
like
do
your
you want to
style.
know?
I
Then we
wanna
go
know.
to jail or something.
Oh, Jesus. Well, thank you guys for coming tonight.
I want to say thank you to our guest, Oldboy Rhymes. Thank you so much for joining us tonight
dude,
on
man.
Milkcrates Microphones. Thank you to Strange Famous and Sage Francis for bringing us great artists that we can connect with and talk to. Can't wait to hear all the new music that Oldboy Rhymes puts out, and we're going to be listening up close and personal. Thank you to everybody that watched tonight. If you are watching on YouTube, go download the podcast on the podcast apps. If you're listening on a podcast app, go download it on YouTube. Subscribe, like, leave a comment. Thank you to the guy across from me for doing your thing.
I appreciate the fuck out of everybody in this room. I ain't playing around. And I got a lot of love for all the people that let us play their music. You're good people, and I appreciate everything you do. So just be honest with each other. If you stay sick, you might be sick, and that's just nonsense in the siggy world, baby. Let's get this shit. God didn't create this shit, but we did. And I'm going to continue to create this shit every other week, man. Peace out, and shout out to everybody out there.
Hell yeah. And we will be back again here in a couple weeks. Got a lot of great guests in store for you. 2025 is going to get live, and we ain't down with that jive. We'll be back again soon. Thank you to Sig. Sig, thank you very much for everything you do. We love you.
Hey, you know I love you. It's all love, always all love. Hey, Milk people, you know we love you too. Keep rolling, keep riding, keep watching. We have plenty more in store.
Hell yeah.
And we're keeping it live.
And we're keeping it live in 2025. And we're not going to dive or die. Going to keep open the eyes, get enterprise, keep the insight. Fuck what you think on the inside. Also, go ahead and leave a comment. And next time you are watching, go ahead and call this number, 376-1739, 209-376-1739.
Not only that, if you're watching and not subscribing, you're only hurting yourself. You're missing out on a lot of good stuff. So subscribe and tune in, bro. We're gonna have a giveaway coming out here pretty soon, and you want to be there.
Hell yeah. And as always, do not kill yourself, America, because we love you. Peace the fuck out.
Peace, 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 peace.
Say goodnight, John.
Good night, John.